Happy silence. Right click. Oh, misses the right click.
For surrounding, and he gets it on the DK. There's no TP for him anymore.
He's got it. That's locked in.
Oh my god. Could build some farm. This is not a fight that Kiwikaki can win here in the upper right. Can he win it somewhere else? Oh,
but this is enough moon. Does he have enough damage? Did he miscalculate this? No way! Are you serious?
Tunnel dead. Right click, happy. How can you save this DK? You have no resources for a potion. Trying to nuke. Doesn't work. Step out.
Funny composition, not the right one by Johnny Cage.
Stormbolt.
Oh, the priest go.
Perfect shockwave. You don't have much time. Shockwave. Here we go. One more right click. Lin. Guagua. Oh.
Yo, everyone. How are you doing? I'm looking at myself in OBS right now, and honestly, up until now, I didn't know how exactly I was gonna feel, and how I was gonna look. I knew that I was gonna be a pretty, KO, but I didn't know I was gonna be that rough. Hello everyone, this is the little Rara Land after show on this beautiful Monday. The big tournament finished yesterday, but we thought we have to keep our streaming record running, and so I'm gonna be here for a couple of hours, chill out for a bit, talk about, the tournament and stuff. Chat is saying that Remo is looking rough. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit rough. I hope you guys can excuse me for being a bit phased today. The weekend was long. It was lots of fun. It was very jubilant at the end. We enjoyed it a lot. We had a long party with lots of drinks as well. And today I am feeling quite spent, to be completely honest. But yeah, let's do a little stream. We're going to talk about the tournament. We're going to talk about some games. We're going to check out some, ladder matches maybe. It's not going to be a long stream. It's not going to be too intense, but yeah, just like, a little bonus, a little encore. I hope you guys are having a good time. I hope you guys enjoyed Rara Land. Thank you, by the way, to Varian Rin, first supporter of the day. Thank you. Great casting at Rara, Remo. Commodore Neckbeard is saying, thank you very much. Yeah, we're a bit short-staffed this year. Todd wasn't there. It was only Neo and Qbert and me. And we had a couple of guest casters on. It doesn't sound like it's that much work, but normally you want to have at least... Sorry. Normally you want to have at least 4 casters, so you can properly rotate and don't have any hiccups during production. You want to give some off time between as well to some guys. But if you're only 3, then you're really spread thin between casting and sofa. But I think it worked out pretty well. I think the community casters did a really good job as well this year. We had a couple of boys on. Some of them you might recognize. Unfortunately, Carsten wasn't able to make it because he was touring with his band, becoming a world-famous star musician. Whew. Gotta be honest with you guys, this is not easy right now. I'm having to concentrate and, articulate quite a bit right now. Let's drink some water. Yeah, we had a long night last night. Before that, on Saturday, we also had a long night, so I'm deep in the tooth right now. But that's okay. That's okay. I hope you guys can forgive me for being a bit... Yeah. A bit handicapped today. Mario asks, is he still drunk? Technically, I guess yes. I was drinking a long time last night, and I think it hasn't fully worn off yet. Yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna chill today. And have a relaxed time. No tournaments today, no show matches, just hanging out for a bit. We're gonna look at the tournament later. We're gonna look at some photos. There have been lots of photos. Yeah, just gonna take it chill. I think I got inspiration from some other tournaments. I've been watching, some Dota stuff and other tournaments lately, and I always feel like, when there's like a little encore, a little aftermath after the tournament, it's kind of a nice relaxed place to people to gather up, in the Twitch chat and just, recap if they want, and just, to view the event in retrospect in a relaxed manner. Lewis, the rental. Bro, your name is difficult. Lewis, the rental Ammon. Sorry, bro. I think I don't understand your name. It says great tournament, man. Thank you very much for your kindness. Yeah, I mean, not everything went perfectly. You guys may remember, for example, the colorful situation when the game disconnected, when the client crashed, and we felt forced to give a regame. Things were bubbling up, especially from the Chinese community as well. Many people said Colorful couldn't lose that game anymore. He had won. He should be given the 2-0. And Colorful also himself said that he had all the advantages. He didn't want to regame. That put us in a weird spot. I was talking with the admins. I was talking with the players. Talking with Neo, And, all the night... funnily enough, all the Night Elves said Colorful couldn't possibly lose this game anymore. But Starbuck said that he had a possibility to win this game. He said he basically had the perfect army as well at 80 supply. Of course, he, as a player, being competitive, doesn't just want to give a game away. So I don't know if he was 100% sincere. But that puts us in a weird spot. Because we were basically the experts on production, right? All the cameramen and stuff, they couldn't really say, who was very far ahead. And I wouldn't have had the confidence either to say who was clearly ahead and who was going to win. I think everyone knew that Colorful had a big lead, but how high was his chance of winning? I would have said maybe 70%. The Night Elves said like 95%. And then we gave the choice for regame. To be honest with you guys, if Starbuck had won, and Colorful would have dropped out, there would have been a big shitstorm of controversy. So we as tournament organizers were kind of blessed by the fact that Colorful won in the end. Sorry. Because otherwise, it might have gotten a bit weird. Oh, we didn't change the YouTube title yet. Thank you. Yeah, I'll do that. Let's take a look at the VOD, once again, to look at the situation. Bro, I look so rough today. Oh my lord. Yeah, guys. Apologies for my state. It was a long night. It was a long weekend. I am trying my best today. We want to keep the stream streak going. So we're gonna have, a little recap stream today. Yo, thank you, by the way. We have, after Fireshot subbing, also Varian Rin subbing. I said that already. Holy crap, I am very tired. But that is okay. I'm looking through the VODs right now. Hold on. I would actually like to see that again. I would like to see that game again, because we were kind of in the heat of things when all that happened. This was Saturday, right? I think. Yeah. Okay. I got it. Hold on. Lots of talking. Blah blah land. Wait. Maybe I didn't find it. Yo, All Tower with the 1 bucko donation. Thank you. A little dono. We all understand, bro. Just relax, mate. Just relax. Seriously. Yeah, I am very relaxed. I'm also very, very tired. When I came home, I almost went to bed right away. But Karsten initially said he was gonna cast today, but unfortunately he couldn't find the time, and he was busy doing something else.
Doesn't really matter.
Whoops. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, man. Let's do a little stream. To keep our streak going. I'm looking for the replay right now. Hold on. I'm looking for that point in the stream. Where is it? Okay. I think I found it. Okay. So this was, I guess, the biggest controversy of the tournament.
So you get level 3 or 2.7
Starbuck versus Colorful
some maps.
on springtime.
Starbuck is actually just making adjustments to his game.
So game was going. Colorful got far ahead.
Items. Some networking stuff.
And then I think the disconnect happened already.
Able to find some Chucky.
Shout out to Razor Moon, by the way. Razor Moon did a great job co-casting. Also impressed Neo, by the way. That's not that easy to do. Neo especially said, "Hey, Razor Moon did a great job." We had him on the final day as well. And yeah, this is shortly before the end of the game. So
Doesn't really need.
let's see. How long is it?
Definitely
Okay,
could
this is
now
where it ends.
see-
This is basically where it ends. So, all right. Yeah, this, in case you guys didn't see it, excuse me. So in this game, map 2, Starbuck Fast expanded, and got away with a mainly safe expo. Got to tier 2, but then Colorful got pretty strong on tier 3. He counter expanded, 80 supply. So right now, and I feel like this is so difficult to judge. Naga 5, Demon 5, Blood Mage 4, Archmage 4. We got double heal scroll against double heal scroll, 80 supply on both sides. Now, all the Night Elves said, literally, all the Night Elves said, this is GG. Colorful won. There's no way he's gonna lose this game. But Bucky said, well, I got the perfect army. I got 80 supply. I got strong heroes. I got heal scrolls. I got frontline. I got backline. I got mortar teams. I got everything. And so basically the admins had to make the decision. Is there grounds for a regame, or is this game over? And until now, I'm still not sure. It certainly felt like, I still feel this to now, up until now, that Colorful had the lead. But I felt like this was not unwinnable for Starbuck. Was my position. Level 3 Blizzard, pretty sick. Big breaker frontline, double heal scrolls, mortar teams, like I said. Seems like a really good mix of units as well. Caster, rifle, breaker. If the demon was closer to level 6, I would say, okay, this game is over. If this demon was level like 5.8, I would be like, okay, he's gonna reach level 6 and then it's over. But yeah, it was 5.0 only, in quotes. He's got good items though. Of course, I don't have personal experience really in Night Elf versus Human. That's a matchup that I don't play myself. I watch it a lot. I see this matchup a lot, obviously, being a caster. But yeah, it was pretty interesting. Like all the Night Elves saying this was unlosable, basically. Fabio Lyot says regame was the right decision. Yeah, normally, you know, if there is doubt, then normally you want to regame. The thing is, when the game crashed, Colorful was actually, somewhat surprisingly, pretty insistent that he didn't want to regame. He wanted to get the win because he said he had all the advantages. He said he had the better heroes, the better army, the better items, the better economy. He said he had all the advantages. He literally said, if Starbuck had one advantage, then he will regame. He said, show me advantage, show me advantage, show me advantage of Starbuck. And felt like Starbuck had no advantage to speak of. But then, you know, it dragged out a bit. If you guys were watching, you will remember. It dragged out a bit. But after a while, you know, Colorful calmed down a bit. You know, emotions were boiling high. And then we said, hey man, you know, like for sportsmanship, for fairness, for the players as well. I mean, for the fans as well. Could we do a regame? And he was like, okay, all right, fine. Let's do a regame. But he felt like he had won. He felt like the game was over.
If he is going to be bypassing this shop that the skulls were definitely purchased, I wonder if he's planning on ending.
I would love to hear from Starbuck right now. Like, you know, the tournament is over. Everything has been handled. Does he still, like,
really
100% honesty? I'm going to ask him right now. Hold on. On Discord. Looks like he's offline right now, but I asked him now that things have cooled down, what perhaps his stance on it is now. Thank you very much, Lord Helmchen Deluxe. Says Remo, what a weekend. Yeah, it was a fun weekend. It was tons of awesome Warcraft action. It was a great pleasure for me. I know that many people also enjoyed it. Once again, unfortunately, we had a very one-sided grand final, even without Happy. But man 40. Man 40. Holy hell. What a performance. Is he even home already? That's a good question. Yesterday, Starbuck told me when his flight was going to be. But I forgot. I forgot a couple of things since yesterday. But let's watch the rest of the VOD. And then, you know, of course, things got weird because...
definitely could now see if he's going to be bypassing
gonna see the disconnect?
the shop that the skulls were definitely purchased. I wonder if he's planning on ending Ancient of Wind.
Oh!
Oh.
That must have been the disconnect. Oh, that is the worst thing imaginable.
Neo sleeping? Question mark?
Was getting ready for the
Yeah,
next
possibly.
fight.
Dude, Neo was working so hard over the weekend. He was basically the first guy there, the last guy to leave. Putting in tons of work over the weekend. And not just the weekend, but also before. So Neo does deserve some rest. For me, it was much more chill, to be honest. Like, Neo handled basically all of the technical side of things, like installing the Observer tool and the streaming software and stuff. And I was like more in charge of, you know, casting and doing the caster pairing and having the, creating the run of the, what's it called, the rotations and stuff.
Deciding fight.
But yeah, Neo certainly had more stress and more work than me over the weekend. add back to Warcraft? Would you only host Warcraft 3 events or other RTS as well? I mean, if there's no pro players and tournaments in Warcraft 3 one day, maybe. But, you know, Warcraft 3 is our favorite game of all time. As long as there is Warcraft 3, as long as there's tournaments, we are going to be there.
But the game must be like this. No. So Blizzard then can.
And then we had a long break. This is where things got weird, you know. The decision had to be made. Blah, 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 blah.
But normally he doesn't answer me, or he just gives me one.
Trying to make some jokes. This is the highlights.
Reopening.
Blah, blah, land.
Like, oh,
Yeah, and then here we had the regame. And of course, in the regame, that Colorful graciously agreed to later on. Starbuck would end up winning. Let's see.
He did not really apply any
Played
pressure.
Naga second. He played a good old tier 2 timing push, 70 supply.
He's getting focused
Lots
very
of heat scrolls. Yeah, this is it.
where actually the second scroll was no,
This
it
is the
was
last
first
fight.
scroll only used by Starbuck. And let's see, Demon Hunter is very damaged.
And
getting
here we
stepped out,
were,
and
to be honest, getting kind of worried, you know, because if Starbuck wins this and he wins the next one, then people might get mad.
Bears goes down. That means the backline's going to be very exposed, and more bears are indeed falling. Another one falls. That makes it 2. That makes it 3. Only 2 bears left in the fight. The Naga's level 4 now. Level 2 Cold Arrow extremely strong against the Demon Hunter. Colorful now struggling hard in this game. Played well before, played well in the mid game as well, but now looks like Starbuck is ready to close out this game right here. Has hardly lost anything. Those heal scrolls made for such a strong timing and is up at 80.
And I guess the game's over now. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, normally, you know, I don't care so much about if people are upset. You know, if you make a decision, some people are gonna get annoyed. That's that's just how it is. But yeah, it seemed weird because, you know, normally most of the time the Asian players always say, okay, let's give regame, whatever, it doesn't matter. But Colorful here, he insisted for a while to get the win and to not give regame, which, you know, made the life for us difficult. And I'm still not sure. You know, I'm still not sure. Like, all the Night Elves said he couldn't lose. But I'm looking at that game and I'm like, I mean, isn't it kind of winnable? It looks kind of winnable for Starbuck. But maybe I got it wrong.
And I'm having trouble.
Be arriving very soon. Let's see.
Yeah, and this was the third map decider here. And then for the tournament organizers, you know, this was a bit of stress for them. Because if Starbuck wins here, then who knows? Who knows what the conversation's gonna be like? Yo, by the way, thank you, Rick McD with the resub. Says, can't wait for Rara Land 2025. Hell yeah, bro. That will be one of my highlights as well.
See if he makes it and play lead.
You want to be able
By the
to
way,
get level 2 right away from
I forgot about a lot of the games, so I don't remember too many of the details. So watching this VOD, these VODs also now like
always gets his poke.
Hunter,
you know,
the human player send more militia into more
almost feels like a first for me.
expansion.
But of course, Colorful ends up winning here. It's a long game.
Kind of forced into this build. How Tech instead? He's trying
So much damage on the enemy side again and again, but also Starbuck across still game.
appearance. It's about to go down, and a counter pressure. And Naga is
I tell you what, it's daytime now. Cavern that could make things really tough for his opponent.
defense finally is slightly stuck. Oh my God, those.
It seems like this whole tournament, Night Elves were struggling with healing. Like once it's daytime and the moon worlds are dry, then all of a sudden things get really tough for them, especially against human. I'm drinking water in the meantime because
Pheasants, they are
it was a
burning.
long night,
Baby
boys.
burn.
It was a long night.
Is the knock
For tier perhaps went for
one expansion?
Counter
looks like
Naga
9. The
by
defense put on the
some unit
Buck.
to get his shot.
tag soon. Freeze coming. We got
Some,
How exactly did this game turn around?
Timing.
Well,
Counter Expo, Tier 3, Bears, Demon Hunter. I feel like Naga second for human is pretty weak, right? Like, I haven't seen her look very impressive in a long time. Oh yeah, this was big
This
actually.
might be a great position for him. He's got 4 bears that are real and 2 bears that are fake. He's going in right away. Starbuck mispositions a little bit. And
Yeah,
doesn't
engagement
want
with
to
the
take this
bears.
fight anymore.
Illusions
TPs
here helping out.
away. Loses
Berserker
one
goes
more
down right
Berserker.
away.
Colorful.
And no
Has a
frontline.
lot of time for himself.
No frontline for Starbuck. His second Sanctum was late. He needed breakers, didn't have them fast enough.
Maybe 60 some Archimage.
Is the blue man.
And on even supplies, always seems like the Night Elf army here is better. Bears, Tier 3. Quite good.
A bar for teams. It wants to start an attack.
Question from the chat from Captain Harris. What did Neo say? Question mark. I don't know what you mean.
Hunter. Killed quite
What did he
very
say about
nice
what?
base build. You're
And I
talking
guess
about
this looked like
off
the
peasants.
game-winning move right here.
Town Hall is in trouble right away.
There was
Starbuck
no
needs to repair
TP on
and
Starbuck,
TP
so
won't
this
save
expansion is
it.
going to go
I
down.
think Bucky has
The
no
Bears,
TP and
so much
actually,
damage.
Bright and Naga start
The
attacking
Siege
peasants. I think
Bears.
that's expansion down for Bucky. Yeah,
As we
that
know
was
them.
a juicy Forked Lightning and expansion. He's down as there was no teleport on Bucky.
I love how Razor Moon, you know, he's got really good English, but he has like 1 or 2 things that he says differently. Like he doesn't say forked lightning, he says forked lightning. It's like a minor thing, but somehow I find that amusing. Forked lightning. Forked lightning.
Bucky, he has
Wait.
and Naga start attacking the peasants. I think that's expansion down for
Listen.
Bucky. Yeah, that was a juicy Forked Lightning and expansion.
Okay, this is me being tired and stupid, but I find that funny. One more time, boys. Hold on.
Down at he has no TP and actually Dryad and Naga start attacking the peasants. I think that's expansion down for Bucky. Yeah, that was a juicy Forked Lightning and expansion.
That was a juicy forked lightning, boys. Hell yeah. And then Colorful ends up winning. Yeah. And oh yeah, this was a game.
And it's just the chase, and one
And
after one unit goes down.
Here comes the Wyvern against the caster.
Oh, TC! Oh my god, all of a sudden!
By the way, most of the games that I cast were kind of one-sided. Not to say that they weren't exciting, they were, but they were pretty one-sided. Neo got all the banger games. Like all the human versus orcs, all the crazy back and forth games. Neo got all the games. I got a bit unlucky this year.
That's what he needed.
Okay,
This
big
game was
jump in
sick.
XP, Socks the fighter!
Almost level 5 Archmage after this DC kill. It's so important, but Farsi is level 6 as well.
Ooh, imagine one chain lightning here.
Greetings from Kyrgyzstan, Mr. Remo. How is it? I mean, I'm doing pretty good. The weekend was very exciting. It's always our favorite time of the year. I mean, to be completely honest, I am extremely tired. And I feel very spent. I didn't sleep much over the weekend. And I was about to go to bed, actually, when I got home. But we didn't want to stop the stream streak. So I'm doing a little, you know, bonus stream today after all that. Thanks for asking though, but yeah, I am feeling pretty tired, but that's okay.
Yeah, dude, this is a quad kill then. But never underestimate a Mountain King.
Do we see Earthquake this game?
Not. Oh yeah, true. There's no reason.
Oh.
Dodges the Stormbolt now.
Shit invul. I mean, crazy invul.
Ooh,
Not shit
boy,
invul.
he still goes Wolf String. Maybe hoping that the breakers will like be on
Jesus.
pause or something.
Yeah, maybe. 5 runs.
I thought the water was gonna wake me up, but
He needs the aura. He needs to get away. Oh my god, Sock is starting a comeback.
Big runs around.
this was actually one of the sickest games of the tournament. Let's just watch through it again. I think this was one of the best tournaments of the game.
Goes for the
One of the
TC
best
once
games of the
again. There
tournament.
was one more healed
Sorry.
scroll.
Huge heal scroll, huge heal scroll. The sustain is so sick for human right now with mass mana, but the heal scroll was so essential to stay in the fight for Soen. See another grunt kill. Mountain King has no saving items. Archmage is exposed as well, so Sock has no items to save his heroes. You have 2 Raiders and 2 Shamans who can seal the deal.
Oh, bashes again, this Mountain King. Under fire though.
DC almost level up.
Exactly, very scrappy fight. With level 3 Stomp, we might aim for the hero once again with Purge 2. Here we go, here we go. Does he have the mana? Not yet, but he's just inches away.
Everything's so hurt,
Hero
dude.
kill. He cannot fight the
Slow
sustain of the human.
on
It's so sick.
everything.
2 brilliants always still.
What the
But
hell?
must cast a tier 3.
How is Sock alive?
I have no idea. Soren had expo all game.
Exactly. I mean, tier 3, that's great.
And the damage supply.
Yo, thank you, Heya
The
Simi.
slow is
First
so
time
bad. Level
sub.
5
Mountain
Welcome,
King.
thank you.
No way!
Ladies and gentlemen,
He got a supply lead!
we have a game.
We got a game, we got a miracle!
And for a split second, Sock was up in supply for 1 supply, but he
Insane.
was dead.
So
5 minutes
next
ago.
next problem though, Sock is about to mine out his main.
And Soren is an upkeep. He's even mining less gold than Sock right now.
He needs to repair. He needs to sell. Tomb of Retraining, Shockwave it is.
Now the question is, does he defend or does he go base
Yeah, I
race
feel like Shockwave
somehow?
this tournament
Oh, he wants to
didn't look
defend.
that
He
good,
wants
right?
that Great Hall.
We saw some chain lightning
Archmage
Shockwave.
has an Invo mountain
a la
with super nice
Soen.
items as well.
We
Shockwave!
played this.
Oh,
Okay.
so much damage!
Yes,
Oh, the
yes,
cast
yes.
is
Okay,
so
okay.
No freaking way.
Maybe I take it back.
Follow up by the Raiders.
That
That's
was a sick
one. He
chain
has
wave.
invisibility, and it's so hard to retreat. It's good. The priest
But they're
can
not
heal.
all dead
But
yet.
the front line will not die.
They're kind of
Shock's
surviving.
Breakers will sustain for the next 5 minutes.
Double level
They
5
might
Orc
break
heroes
Soen.
can be
The
really
Raiders,
strong.
It's only one, right? It's not enough. We're waiting for the
But look
next
at the
Shockwave,
MK,
but
baby.
the Breakers doesn't do
Sick
anything.
eyes on the
The
MK as
next
well.
nuke will be huge.
Double
Level
rings
3 bolt
and
on
the
the
belt
DPC.
and the
We have a
region.
potion. Gotta use that
We have
soon.
1 more bolt.
One more
It's like
bash
raid
would've
boss,
been dead,
Mountain
man.
King.
Kodo. Bolt. On the
Goes to
Kodo.
Kodo now. Okay, the Raider
Bolt
is
to
gone on
Kodo,
the right-hand
baby.
side. The Sustain is back in the fight in a second. That's the target for the TC. But there was some healing available. This
Nice
didn't
heal scroll.
do critical damage.
The Ring of Region does work here. With double, triple ring.
Hell yeah, bro.
Man, what a
Ring of
fight! What
Region.
a fight! Now the chain lightning for the third
Don't
time.
underestimate it.
Mass damage once again. Triple kill.
Yeah, but Soen needs level 6 this year.
I guess so. Soen is falling
But he's
apart.
far away.
You're right, man. He can't break the breakers.
Yeah.
This is unreal.
Breakers unbreakable.
Of the this early game.
The
Damn.
comeback of the tournament.
Look at him.
Look at this man. He
Look
can't
at him.
believe it himself.
Look at him. He's like, oh shit, bro. Oh shit, that was so tight.
Unbelievable comeback.
We have never seen a tier 3 and almost exploit them by human.
And he makes it work. He was down the dumpster multiple times this series.
Yeah, I didn't want to call
Yeah,
it
that was
over,
kind of a
but
sick
it was
game.
over.
It kind of was over.
I was afraid to
You
say
know.
it's over, but
Especially watching it live, that was kind of nutty. Kind of nutty. That was towards the
Sock made
end
the
of
comeback, yeah.
Saturday.
Crazy.
Wonderful open bracket.
and suddenly we see the supply turning around for Soen.
Hold on.
Does this time Soen does the unthinkable and this surrounds the Archmage.
Oh,
Archmage
not
has
again.
no
Can
Archmage
he
has
pass
no
that?
And then the series goes on. Sock wins. Yeah.
Having one nerf tower, maybe
It was a
one
long
nerf
day,
tower,
by the way.
two
Saturday, we were streaming for almost 12 hours. Pretty sick.
numbers of
Where
Naiad that
lots of
you
people were
can
watching.
for a
Also, we got
long
lots of
time.
support, man. We got 13,000 euros.
Dice has
Super
a
sick.
counter expansion coming up that ideally the Unit would love to
Amazing
cancel
support
in its,
to help cover the cost
so far,
of
Dice
this
has
year's
done a great job.
this year's Raw Land and
Outside
next
of the
year's.
map, with those voodoo formats of privilege. But Dice is gonna get full map control very soon. Once he gets Dryads, Dice
Okay,
is
after
way
that we
stronger.
had
He's gonna
Labby
have full
versus
control of the map
Dice.
with ghouls, with a lot of ghouls. I think that's the hero, and he saves the archers as well. Great movement. Situation. The ghoul down. Here's
Dice
the
playing
Naga
well
second
here.
for Dice. An opportunity
Playing
for a hero kill.
really
Maybe
well.
DK getting
Ooh,
burned, and
DK
Dice
kill.
gets the death
Hell
touch
yeah.
falls, and Dice on.
With that, he took full
Oh, that's
control.
huge losses. Oh my god, he's losing. He's losing basically everything. Only now going for the DK.
Rima, how long do you go to the gym? Buffed like an orc. I've been like doing like serious workout routine for about 1.5 years. And before that, I was going sometimes to the gym. So also before that, for maybe like 2 more years, very, very loosey-goosey. But for 1.5 years, I've been taking it seriously. Yeah.
Still can't win this fight though. This Demon Hunter is so strong.
Speaking of
If the
Jim,
Death Knight dies again, that would be an
of course, also I was
unmitigated
co-casting with
disaster. They should be
Knopf
fast
at the
enough to
tournament.
get away here.
Knopf, who is
Labby
the
really
real Jim
overstepping.
OG.
Needs to get this Naga kill to get back in this game.
Yeah, but he might transfer the staff. and
Oh
teleport
yeah,
out,
he does. He does. And he does survive.
So
And
well
level
played by
3
Dice.
already
Man,
on
he
this
did
team.
so well
Great.
here.
Yeah,
He did
Dice
so well here. Definitely
Yeah, you
deserved the
don't
win.
have to be I-
He played Counter Expo, played Demon Hunter, played strong heroes, map control.
Panda third. There was a round from the
Flies are roughly
Yeah. If Labby had a more normal game, I mean a more normal day, with you know, more rest and being in better shape, I wonder how this would have gone. I think this was Labby definitely looking quite a bit out of shape. Or
in serious trouble all of a sudden, but there's
maybe not out of shape, but something certainly was off. We knew that Labby, before he said he was very tired, it was late in the day. He went to the hotel real quick to sleep, to rest. But yeah, he definitely didn't play his best here.
there's not a base ahead anymore. Down.
there's
For that, you shall not.
Yeah, Dice
Done.
honestly was far ahead now.
Of course, later they were coming for the Fiends. We got Wellspring coming on the Night Elf side, also the crucially important.
Man, it was epic to watch. Thank you everyone that put on an amazing stream. Thank you CJM, JMM for saying that. Yeah, we put a lot of work into it. Not everything went quite perfectly. We are aware. We're going to try to improve in the future on, you know, the things that were imperfect. But it was quite a bit better than last year. Thank goodness.
Looking to get a few more level ups here. Anchor of Reincarnation.
Aju Steja asks, fatigued question mark.
Not considered the best item really.
Yes, I am extremely tired. I am actually so tired. But you know, we're fitting in a little stream today to keep our streak running, but not too long. Yeah, like in 1 or 2 hours, I'm gonna be completely KO, and then I'm gonna have to say goodbye. Thank you to the support. I said it earlier already. Hey, Yasimi, thank you.
But I think it's actually pretty nice on the Death Knight. And now, Labby is finally experiencing the power surge he was so long waiting for. Tier 3 finishing. Frenzy is about to be done. He got the orb, but not much of a supply lead.
Event was really fun. Good job, guys. Anyone knows why Lin
corruption really helps.
was not there? Did he try to qualify but failed, or what? Lin did not try to qualify. Lin rarely goes to offline tournaments, especially if they're somewhat, you know, not that well known, if they're not Blizzard sponsored. Lin also, oftentimes, for example, doesn't want to play in War 3 Champions. So, yeah, Lin doesn't play in all the tournaments. I don't know exactly what his reasoning is, but he didn't try to qualify here. So the best orc was missing, unfortunately.
Big supply leak now for Dice. About to kill everything. The Death Knight this time will be dead for real. And the Naga about to fall as well. Chasing him. Chasing her with a boots of speed. That is the next kill. And that is basically everything going down. So many kills, so much XP. And the end of the game. And the GG.
GG.
Yeah, I mean, Dice played really well here. I was quite surprised that this was a quick 2-0. It was pretty one-sided. Seemed like also hero map too. Labby didn't have the right counter ready against Dice's Firelord. Firelord not exactly meta, although we see it a good amount on some maps. Here he was losing a lot of units, man. Attacked too early, slash too late. Lost ghouls, lost fiends, lost heroes. This was
Dice about to make an upset happen here, it seems. Finding more and more kills. Got the
this was a bit of a sloppy game, to be honest. I'm sure Labby is aware that this wasn't his best game. But yeah, Dice did really well. Dice did really well.
But no lich yet, no orb yet. We'll be working out more in
And the game doesn't last for too long. Oh my god, that's so quiet.
As always, I get my knowledge from Wikipedia. So it says so on Wikipedia, but we're going to double check that for you. We're going to find out in a moment. How do you perfectly get ready for tomorrow? You got like maybe 14 hours or so Do you practice? Do you try to sleep well? Do you try to meditate? How do you get ready for the big match tomorrow?
I mean, I'm watching replays and thinking everything in my head. I'm thinking about the game, about the strategy, about how I need to...
Yeah, the mic was very quiet, so I had to try to talk loudly and really put the mic in the face of the dudes, you know?
That was a very successful strategy so far. One more time, guys. Give one round of applause.
By the way, you know, like player interviews, it looks like really, you know, uncomplicated, but I feel like, well, I'm not good at interviews, to be honest. I'm not naturally good at it. Bidu and Todd are actually really good at interviews, but I'm not naturally. So I always find it difficult, you know, to find good questions, to try to get good answers out of the players. That's something I really have to try to study up on, how to do proper interviews, because oftentimes I'm there, and I'm just wondering in my head, you know, he's talking, he's answering one question, and all the time in my head I'm just like, what do I ask next? What do I ask? What do I ask? What do I ask? Oh my god, he's about to finish. I have to ask him something. And I feel, yeah, quite stupid then at times. I think at the beginning I did some decent interviews, and then I did some bad interviews in the middle, and in the end I think it was okay again. It was alright. I think the 40 interview at the very end was actually kind of cool. 40, you know, flexing, showing his mental strength. Alright, that was the Saturday, the second last day. Let's go through the VODs here. A bit of day 4, the final day. Yeah, we had some issues at the start. War 3 Champions was broken at the start of the day, which was a bit nerve-wracking. But thanks to Kovacs, the main developer of War 3 Champions, and some other people helping out, we did get it fixed. Pretty quickly, actually. It took like only 1 hour, maybe 2 hours.
I think the 6 players. Yeah, 40 came
to get everything set up.
Pick his own race. We don't see the race.
When you're ahead of the human tech speed, we see Sock actually going for the 2 farm tech. Definitely going to be opting for that rifle caster, getting the Mountain King out early and trying to creep that bad boy to level 3.
Okay,
here we had Starbuck versus Sock.
Possible,
Starbuck, the big European hope here for a long time.
Side, but a claw that is very helpful against the wolves, and both with very fast techs. We see that 2 farm tech that is becoming.
Don't you have a list of questions prepared beforehand,
right.
like a true pro?
For the quick tech himself, he did get
in the past, I did, but oftentimes I felt like even if I write down the questions ahead of time, they're not very interesting. The questions that I came up with, you know, and also it felt like more scripted and felt more, you know, fake, sort of. Doing it just like impromptu, live, feels a little bit more, a little more real to me.
Starbuck here, he's come to play, man. He is going to be pulling no punches here whatsoever. And Sock, he actually got the circlet early on as well. Quite a big investment from the shop. It feels like he needs that.
This is a restream, question mark? Yes, it is. This is a restream from the weekend. We are doing a little encore stream, a little recap today from the weekend.
No experience on Starbuck either.
Very nice raw land job. Boys, says Meltdown86. Thank you.
And you want to build a little distance anyway because the Mountain King will be coming and then he hammers away and your headhunters fall, and that's obviously not what you want.
Yeah, it'll be hammer time soon, baby. We see actually Sock reaching his tier 2 pretty much in the
I guess you just have to be absolutely chill, focused, and friendly to give out good questions. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what it takes to be a good interviewer. I really feel like I'm a bad interviewer. I think, for example, like I said earlier, I think Todd is a great interviewer, and I don't exactly know why. I don't know what makes him good. I just feel like he's really good, and I'm not really. This is something I want to work on in the future. But yeah, so far I feel like I'm not really doing a very good job.
Quite happy with what he accomplished in the early game, actually eclipsing the Archmage's experience right now. We see 5 headhunters on Starbuck's side as well, so he's able
Some
to
banger games. Great work.
Sock is he always
Says
finds a
Buzzkill.
way into your base, and it doesn't matter if the water elementals are level 1 or level 2. They are quite powerful.
Some
so
interviews
if you
seemed
get a little bit
hard
of
due to
mana,
language
they can
barriers.
still cancel
Yeah.
buildings,
I
and
mean,
it seems
that
like
obviously
that's exactly
always
what
comes,
we're
you know,
about
as
to
a
witness
complication.
at a little pit stop at basically Starbucks
Sometimes with
front
Koreans
yard.
or with the
I'm not sure I
Chinese,
agree
you know,
with this from Sok,
if their
actually. It's a
English
pretty
is rather
risky
bad,
play
then
right
you
now.
know it
Starbuck
gets
is
difficult.
just right round the corner,
But
both the army and the far side,
I
of course,
mean, you know,
have
that's
close
obvious.
proximity. And we
Then
see
you know
Starbuck
it
actually
gets
going for the
tough.
super early expansion, which
But
is
even with
pretty much
good English speakers, I still feel like
Oh, Code
I'm not a good
Huber
interviewer.
taking over Remo's role, and I agree.
I gotta
that
kind
this
of,
creep
I don't
didn't
know.
do too
I gotta kind of
much. It
study.
didn't give him level 3.
I have to
He
study
had
some other
to go for the
good
boost
interviewers
which
to
was
figure
a
out what they're
pretty
doing.
defensive
Because
position,
yeah,
but maybe die for it and
so
cancel
far
it.
I don't know.
And of
I don't know
course,
what it
obviously,
is.
If you're brawling here now, there's no pressure towards this expo.
You're absolutely right, Neo, but there is actually a little bit of a skirmish here right now. The Mountain King is really potent on level 1, and Starbuck did opt to go for the Endurance Aura on level 1 TC, which means there will be no crowd control from that Stomp or Shockwave. Sok here getting 1 Headhunter kill, not too much obviously, and he's happy now to...
People should
wrap
take
up
the
the
Happy
get some
Beto
more
interview
creeps
as a
and
model.
Starbuck can test this.
Dude, I told this Beto as well when he was there. I thought this was a great interview. I actually think Beto is a really good interviewer. I think he's way better than me. I thought that was a great interview. I thought it was really interesting. I thought he did a really good job.
Gives him level 3. The wolves are so
I think Todd kind of said that he messed up the interview. I think that's completely wrong. I don't know if Todd was trolling or if he was serious. I don't know. But I think that was completely wrong. I think Beto really did a great job with that interview. And I thought that was great, actually.
Sok is struggling for sure. Ensnare is ready in a couple of seconds. This Mountain King impact is really not too much. He's losing track of the rifles on the left-hand side. Some of them go down. Archmage on the fire. Mountain King no mana no more. He needs 1 Ensnare, and this Archmage is forced into a TP, and that's obviously a big loss. But Sok's fighting skills not to be underestimated. Gaining some ground now.
Well, the TC here is finding himself in a bit of danger right now, Neo. Wait a second, Sok trying to get this around, but there's no Stormbolt available on his side, and Starbuck manages to slip.
Yeah, this is kind of a crazy game. Going back and forth,
Both players losing
fighting all the
to the
time.
very back of the fight as well. Obviously, a lot.
I remember how this game
fighting
ended, so
on
we're
different
gonna
sides
we're
and
gonna
different
watch
angles.
through the end of this
Difficult to keep
replay.
track for both
This was a crazy game. This was
to the left-hand side trying to find the cow.
this was pretty sick.
But he fought just barely long enough, so this expo is up. Rifles amazing against buildings once they're in production.
Todd
but now,
and
not so
Rara.
much anymore.
No,
But
this
classic
year
play.
he
Here comes
was
the top.
not there.
The buildings are there. It requires a backstab by Starbuck now. No fortification.
Yeah, this could actually turn sour for Starbuck quite quickly here. Obviously, the level 1 Mountain King, you know, he's decent, but not incredibly powerful. But Sok feels like he needs to pressure right now, of course, to try and punish this fast expansion play. And
Yeah, I was watching this
Starbuck
game in the
level 3
VIP
Parser
area,
comes through, of course, but the
and
Freaks Dispel is actually
I was jumping up
it
in
is
my seat a
researching,
couple of
so that should
times.
be coming
Like,
through soon. A little bit of engagement
this
here
game was
right
kind
now.
of
The Raider
crazy.
falls for Starbuck immediately, but a rifle traded back as well. We see the wolves are just so strong right now.
Ooh, boy, oh boy, they're eating through. The casters seem to be fine. How is that situation when the TC finally levels up? 1.9 on both heroes. Here's the Stomp, going for another rifle. Fasty in a little bit of trouble. Get a consumable. Stormbolt right after a mana potion purchase from the shop. There's a peon, blocking last second escape. Switches to the Archmage, who got a potion as well. A little bit of healing. Can he force him out of this situation? Can he force a TP? Not just yet. Massive dispel. Water elementals seem to be going soon, and casters continue to fall.
It feels like Sok has reacted perfectly to this early expansion play by Starbuck. Mountain King level 2 is reaching. He has loads of mana on his side, popping those mana potions from that Arcane Ball. Oh, clap! Beautiful clap here. We see the Headhunters getting super, super low. And the TC is in danger as well. Raider also low. Starbuck here might need to withdraw, heal up, and lick his wounds and come back.
Oh, that's gonna take some time. What a fight from these guys. The first map already promising, as Human versus Orc was this entire tournament. Get the super sweet surround, and you look at the bottom.
Yeah, that shot being up
right-hand
here is
side,
such
you
a
see
big
lot of
deal,
gold
dude.
available
Mana
for
potions,
Starbuck. That's now gone.
clarities,
Heal
regen scrolls are so good.
Starbuck here looking in a pretty decent
Only
position
over the
actually.
last
Just needs
year
to
or
heal
so,
up a
right?
little
Humans
bit
have
more,
realized
maybe
how good it can be
sacrificing some of the economy.
to set up a
Starbuck
shop.
says
I feel like having a shop is
now.
way better
Those lowly
than
peons
having
from
one Arcane
Starbuck-
Tower or
from
two.
Sok's Assault right now. 2 heal scrolls is certainly going to help out in this engagement. Only 1 rifleman here in the front. TC is being
Yeah,
bold,
this was
so
the weird
definitely have to
position
pop
because
that
here the T's gonna be in
heal scroll
trouble.
right away. Nice
But
stop from the army of
can't
Sok.
Sok's gonna get
He
cornered
can't
here.
escape. How does he
But
get
he's
out?
trapped the peasants!
Oh
The peasants have
my!
closed the TC, and second heal scroll being popped right now just to keep the TC alive. Wait a second, Starbuck here losing his Tauren Chieftain, trying to force the TP on Sok's side. It's
Yo,
not panning
Leon
out.
in
Can
the
he get
chat,
TP
bro.
force?
How
Can
you
he get the TP
doing?
force? Yes, he can.
My lord.
It was wonderful to cast with you, Leon, by the
This
way.
game already high octane action.
Great
right
honor.
now on day 3 of Rara Land, Leo.
What a
Wait,
block
I
there,
thought
what
this
a
were
surround.
this was
The
where the
peasants
Archmage
around
died,
by
but
Sock, amazing. Starbuck had
maybe
a
that's gonna
run
be
there,
later.
actually could have moved them away, maybe. But now the TC needs to be bought back. 1 minute on the clock, but for Starbuck, this expo is up. His supply advantage is growing. And unlike the game yesterday versus doin, Sock did not hit that tier 3 button yet. He doesn't have the resource at the moment, so is this tier 2 human enough? Is he counter-expanding, or will we see tier 3 next?
Sock is struggling for wood right now so much. It's so expensive to power build that counter expansion. It costs about 300 lumber to do so with 5 peasants, and the tier 3 is no slouch either on the wood department. So Sock here, I think, is going to have to go for a re-push again once he gets Mountain King level 3.
Did you hear that?
Starbuck, he wants to
Kubert
slow
said
down Sock's
tier 3
progress
is
as much
no
as possible
slouch
without
either.
overcommitting. Just trying to keep the human at bay. Maybe he can pick up a few casters.
That's something he mentally
So
assimilated
yesterday,
from
and Starbuck, of course,
Jenny
teammate
Prenselberg.
of his, lesson
Jenny
learned
Prenselberg,
there.
aka Dennis,
That's what
is our
Desert
host,
Fire takes
who
some
is
time
normally
to
always
get
there at
it done.
Raland.
This is a big
And
consumable. Starbuck again with the chain lightning, maybe, but
I
no
don't
mana for
I don't
that
want
at
this to
level
be a
3.
diss because it
Huge
isn't.
level up for the Mountain King.
But there's one
Traffic
thing
kicking in a little
he
bit
says
there.
a lot,
Raider
and
will
that's
definitely go down. Sock there
X or
on top
Y
of that.
is not a
Bolting the
slouch.
Raider, making sure
And
he can't get away. And
that's
Starbuck's
something that
scrolling away, which I think is definitely the right
that's something
choice.
that Jack
Gotta
picked
let
up
that
as
TC
well.
come back out of the altar before committing to a big fight.
100%. So he can start creeping now as well.
Once you know, you know.
Invos potion,
It's gonna
invul
stand out.
potion. So we're gonna see them, and there's no reveal at the moment. We've seen Magic Sentry yesterday in a couple of games against exactly that play, but it's not on.
Commodore Neckbeard says Leon had the best player interview. Yeah, Leon is just great on camera. I mean, I guess it's not too surprising with him being an actor, with him being used to being on stage, on screen, in the spotlight. But yeah, he's a blast. I love hanging out with Leon. I love casting with Leon.
Has got decent consumables, but no
He
really
is a
important items on the heroes
tremendous
to speak
guy.
of. The TC is quite tanky. Oh, the TC is going to get in a good position with the Invis Stomp. Beautifully done. The casters being immediately focused. The Raiders trying to get on top of them. Oh, Clap is so strong as well at preventing the Orc Army from going in, but Speed Scroll will help solve that.
And we have a mana potion. The Dwarf is behind enemy lines. Raiders shut the door. He's just
Look at those
surrounded,
claps,
isn't he?
baby.
He doesn't have the Ankh. Archmage got that one. The carry of Sock in dire straits. We don't have invisibility. Just seconds off. The stop comes in.
The Mighty King is in danger! No!
Down the Mighty King goes! Archmage couldn't reach!
By the way, this one peasant here, there's one peasant on the top left that's building the shop. Is such a big deal, dude. This shop is gonna be so huge. Dude, for real. Aggressive shop is so insane.
Can he get out though?
The Grunt trying to focus the peasants at the back. They're beautifully trying to keep that Arcane Vault from coming up. The Heal Salve was ticking along nicely while the TC is inbuilt. Actually, the Heal Salve was still running on the TC for quite some time there. Sock with a little bit of an oversight there. But we do see the rifles are still strong. They do so much damage against these Orcish units. And of course, slow is immense for human.
Absolutely. No speed scroll, no more.
MK
Dwarf
is
is back.
back.
Needs some mana. Brilliance Aura helps with that. Chain
Low
lightning is
mana
massive.
everywhere.
Sock had shop control for a little bit, fighting with his back against the merchant, but he can't reach his own human
Thank
shop.
you,
Both
Physics,
are running out of
with
ammo,
the
but of course
resub,
the
says
Starbuck
Leon
are arriving way
and
fast.
Remo.
This is actually
Definitely
kinda tough for
the
Starbuck right now. He's
freshest
really committed to it. You
boys.
see the TC going back
Thank
to base,
you.
picking up a potion.
Yeah, man.
More salves and more
Was
most
lots of fun with
importantly,
Leon
Speed
on the
Scroll.
cast.
He needs to be able to
The humor that we
immediately
casted a
avoid
bit
the
one-sided,
Mighty King is in trouble
unfortunately.
again, but this time
40
Sock should be able
just
to pass the Ankh over.
too
Yes, he
good
does. Starbuck wanting to commit
in this
though, making sure
tournament.
he pops that item. Maybe doesn't see it, but the Mighty King will fall here with the Ankh, of course. But maybe the Archmage is next on the menu.
Oh, or the rifle in the middle of the pack. Speed scroll is over. Level 4 on the Mountain King gives him a little bit more mana, few more stabs. Water Elemental still menaces, of course, in the absence of Shaman. No Dispel. And this looks like it's the final
I love the
fight
sapper though.
already.
Bro, I'm so confused about that sapper. We're gonna look at it later. We're going through the VOD right now. We're gonna look at the sapper later. That was the weirdest sapper I've seen in years. That was so strange.
Completely defenseless if they do get caught in a surround. But TC, of course, as well, also needs to be careful. Absolutely no defensive items on his side.
Kiss my ears, says Remo. Amazing English skills. Watch a couple of games on mobile during vacation. Thank you, man. That's nice of you to say. I appreciate it.
Sock as well with the shop on the upper left-hand side, getting heal scrolls, getting invo potion. That shop control might win him the game.
That's actually huge right now. Sock stealing away the invo and heal scroll from Starbuck's side of the map. And Starbuck, he has no potions to keep his heroes alive. He does have the mana pot though, so here focus is definitely an option. Lots of stomps available to him. But Sock feels like he's setting up a really, really good position right now. The Arcane Vault was re-established.
Okay, let's pause for a moment. I just saw that I have a lot of Discord messages. What's that about? Ah, it's actually Starbuck replying to me. So I asked him if he thought the game was over. He said 70% for him, maybe. So the Starbuck versus Colorful game, that is. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to read this. Hold on. Like out loud. I think I'm allowed to say this. He says, problem was he had no fairy dragons, and Demon Hunter was 5.0, not close to level 6. And I had perfect human army with 3 mortars behind, AM5 with Blizzard, so it should never be a def win. Yeah, I also feel like this game wasn't clearly over. Starbuck feels like it wasn't over either. But of course, he's biased. Obviously, since he was in the game. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm right. I'm not sure if I'm right. You know, like situations like these, I think are difficult to read. Oh, Leon, if you're listening right now, Leon, do you remember the game Starbuck versus Colorful before the disconnect, when both were at 80 supply, with Colorful having a bit of a lead? What do you think? Do you think, like, how close do you think that game was? Would be interesting to hear from your perspective.
For the MK, this is going to be massive.
Exactly. How do you engage in?
Is there an FFA tonight? No. No FFA tonight. We're just having a little chill stream today.
Needs mass repair and a little bit of time. Raiders are here to control this dwarf, and maybe in 4 seconds there's another heal scroll available. Is that the chance for Starbuck to get one?
Are there any specific matches from the tournament that I should watch? I only saw the finals.
The reinforcements from getting to Sock's army and just keeping that
I
army
think
count as low as possible.
almost all of the human versus orc games were really sick.
We see the Great Hall under a ton of pressure.
Neo was the one who casted all of them. I didn't get to cast any of them. I got a bit unlucky this year with the cast.
Oh, speed scroll is being popped. Starbuck feels it's time to engage. Wait, the Stormbolt wasn't used on the TC.
I'm low-key surprised the Remo is still alive.
Pretty sick, man. He got that ring. He's quite tanky.
Yeah.
He finds the epicenter.
Yeah.
So who's
I'm barely alive.
First? This
I am
fight will decide this game. Berserker falling.
Very tired, to be honest.
Still just shopping all these potions, all
show
that
must
mana,
go
all
on.
these claps. TC getting some kills as well. Level 4 makes it. Oh my
So
god,
many
these
huge stomps
storms.
back, man. Oh, Archmage does actually reach for level 5. This is going to be level 3 water elementals, which feels maybe potentially the nail in the coffin for Starbuck. These guys are so tough with the Archmage. The Archmage, he doesn't have anything to finish up. He's just not enough and he goes down.
My god, that was so close. Invisibility was in, but the Raider was just a tiny bit faster. And now Starbuck on the prowl, just hunting his prey. But of course, the slow trap, you mentioned it. There's 4 or 5 units about to die on both sides. What a slobber knocker to open up the final day of Rara.
MK is so close to reaching level 5 right now, Neo, and the potions are still available to Sock, of course, from the Arcane Vault. Wait, Sock, though,
Bro,
he did drop
that
the
shop.
24 supply. This army
That
is
shop
looking
is so
tiny at the moment. Of course, the
sick.
Archmage dead. Oh, he's coming back, though.
Oh, is there a Raider? Oh, does he even need it?
Wait a second, Sock.
No! Oh,
Oh, the
Invis!
Invis.
Oh my god!
Panic Invis.
Sorceress will pay for her life, though, of course.
Absolutely,
She did her job, Neo. Oh, Sokka gets another invul from the shop again. Now he has 2 invuls this time, and he stole away the dust.
Remo, do you
And
have
the
any
Mountain
plans
King
of
is
dropping
leveling
streaming and
maybe-
casting and becoming an air
it is
conditioning
just 9
engineer?
peons, no repair, no more. But yeah, Sokka's down to the 2 heroes.
I do
and
love
1 Sork and
air
1
conditioning.
priest. That is it. 17-minute
But I
mark.
think I love
Really,
Warcraft
really
a bit
hard
more.
to rebuild that army.
I guess the
But
answer
also
is no.
Expo for Starbuck down. How can he overcome this Mountain King now? That's the big question.
I don't think he can, honestly, Neo. I think maybe Starbuck should give up the expansion, honestly. Just stand between Sock's army and the base, pick off reinforcements and keep the army count low. And maybe with a large enough army, he can get over these heroes. Because this level 5 Mountain King, he's going to pack a hella punch for that level 3 Stormbolt.
He's not going anywhere. The weak link here is the Archmage. There is invisibility against it. We've
Yo,
seen it. No
we got
reveal.
Tarmok in the
Outside.
chat, says he's finally
We
home.
have a heal scroll available.
Tarmok,
No money at the
another
moment. This time
veteran
Stormbolt
of
connects
Rara
to stop
land.
the cow. Fastia is chasing through. This
Normally, he always gifts us
Scroll,
with
there's no speed
very
swap against Starbuck
disgusting
dropping through, so we see
liquor.
just how slow the units
That
are
is
with that clap. Starbuck,
hair-raisingly
right now,
gross.
just trying to get rid of the Archmage. Definitely wants to
But
try and
Tomok,
hold
this time you didn't give us any liquor.
Always threatening with the TCs under some threat
And
right now.
I'm not complaining.
As a matter of
I'm not
fact,
complaining because that shit was gross.
This is Stormbolt 3, by the
But
way.
yeah.
Didn't expect that damage. Sock is fighting, and he's kind of getting ahead here. This shop is a life.
Who is casting with Neo?
Sock,
That
another
was
potion, another
Hubert.
clarity. And without the cow, yeah, you
From
said it. He
Scotland.
has no speed scroll, and now he has no endurance.
I really think
Alright,
Hubert is a
either.
really, really good caster. Like, really good. Considering he has so little experience, you know.
He saw that coming, popping the potion just ahead of time before Starbuck could snipe that hero with the level 3 chain lightning.
Really
Archmage
glad,
is still in the
really
danger,
happy
perhaps. There's no
that
priests to
Hubert
heal him
was
up
with us
anymore.
again.
We have only 2 rifles on Sock's side, but this level 5 Mountain King with all the potions is just ridiculous.
You know, your countryman once said the human army is better
I
than
did,
your army.
Tomok says.
But maybe we have to rephrase
Neo
that
must have
to the
pocketed
human
it.
hero or something
Oh,
like that.
yeah, I
Your
didn't
The Mountain King is
hear
better
anything
than
from
your
that.
army, that's for
Okay.
sure.
There we go. Dude, this is not even clap 3. Who doesn't go clap 3? Starbuck didn't expect the force of the Stormbolt there, and that's why the team.
Is there a way to watch
I
the
think it's actually a
2v2
genius
games?
choice by Sock because he stole both the info potions
I don't
away, so
know.
keeping on top
We
of
didn't
that
show the 2v2 on
and making sure
stream.
that Starbuck could never have an info potion to defend
This
himself.
was the, I
Oh,
think,
there's
the
a
pivotal
potion
moment
on
of the game
Archmage,
here.
but the Archmage, what is he
Archmage
doing? He's
getting
stuck in a
cornered.
corner.
No
He's
way.
stuck in a corner and he can't get out. Neo.
Bad positioning here by Sock.
6 on the fast here and the Archmage goes
There's
down.
the AM,
Sock.
that
Are
was
you
basically the
kidding
game.
me? What's he doing?
But yeah, there was also 2v2
12
tournament
minutes of
going on.
awesomeness, and then he's diving
There
a
might be
little bit
replays.
too deep.
There might be
Feel
replays of it, but
comfortable, maybe you can't feel
yeah, we didn't
comfortable if you
stream
have
any of
this
them.
Mountain King at level 6. What do you skill? Both is so awesome. Want to see Avatar, another clarity here. This shop must fall, dude. It's the anchor, and I think it's finally time to tear this building down. What a game.
What a game, man. Deja vu for Starbuck right now. Getting rid of the
I slept for about 3 to 4 hours, and now I feel even worse than before. Anyways, Roarland is only once a year.
We have a new problem.
That's from Shorty.
Sock, we're minding
Yeah, Shorty was looking glorious in the Roarland Discord.
Hold on
Basically
to that
posted a
great
picture
hold.
every
Never
morning
give it up.
when he was looking
Beyond,
fresh
there was
and
slaughter there.
ready
It's
and
absolute
awake.
graveyard around that grave,
Most mornings also I
grave
felt
hall.
great.
It's a grave hall.
Only
Now,
Saturday.
I think. So,
Saturday I stayed up too long and I drank too much. So Sunday morning I felt
absolutely
really
devastation
bad.
is
Holy
Starbuck's
shit, I
excellent
felt
conceit.
so bad,
Too
bro.
much experience with that Mountain King
But
with those wolves.
over
Of
the
course,
course of the
Starbuck
day,
wanted to see what's
it
up.
did get,
See if Sock
thankfully, a lot
get
better.
some crazy tier 3 tech behind or
And of
something like
course,
that, but Starbuck-
today
Sock
is-
obviously, as we can see, struggling with his resources.
Today is
right
very
now.
difficult,
Starbuck is finally
but
gonna
that
find level
is
5 TC.
expected.
we have level 3 wolves. They are invisible. Wonderful, wonderful.
I'm on
scouting
34
ability,
hours
also
without sleep at the
harass
moment.
ability.
Holy
Your
shit,
opponent can't
Iron
see
Chef.
you. Then of course it's always
Yeah, I
a
had
bit of a
some sleep.
surprise, and here they are. I think,
But not that much.
They want some little like peasants nibble and kill them.
They absolutely do. I think they do a little bit more than just nibbling. I think they savagely tear them apart, Neo, to be more specific. But
Ocelot says, I am
the-
still
at the end of the
inside
day,
the base
Sock's
stack.
mined out. There's not really too much
Compound.
to gain from destroying all the peasants, I suppose, but every little bit of
Wait, are you
experience helps,
serious?
and you never know.
You are
They might
still
come down
in
to
the
last
base
building
stack?
and you wanna hide those peasants somewhere.
That is the, you know,
And
the
every-
building and
and every
the
peasant
company
that dies now
where
is
the
a militia
tournament
that's
took
not in the
place.
final fight.
You're still there?
There's
Right.
definitely
hell?
a reason to go for it. And yeah, TC level 5 with that actually.
TC's Invis again.
Oh.
Lol. Still there.
Future now. This is going to be a massive stop, an epicenter stop on
six
absolutely
stop,
everything. And the level 3
bro,
chain lightning
rip.
follow up as well. Wolves are going to be incredibly strong right now. Oh my god, another stop. It's off cooldown already, of course, and all the priests are dead, Neo. These level 3
Yeah,
wolves
that's
are going to
game.
be reigning supreme. Archmage
Once
has
the
enough
AM
to
died,
defend himself.
the game was
Sock,
over.
He definitely needs to pop that scroll. The beast. He needs all the damage he can get right now. Trying to keep the Archmage alive, but the Orchiders are so fast with the speed scroll. Info was transferred beautifully. Chain lightning, but it's not quite enough. It's not quite enough. With one more shot, and he dodges
He's
it
staying
with the
there
info
until next
potion.
year.
Insane scenes here in Sock's front yard. Stomp
Yeah.
is ready again. TC about to die if that Mountain King falls. All hope is lost. There's nothing
very
to
German
save for him
fashion,
anymore.
he's,
The
Mountain King's
Maybe
trapped.
it
He's
is.
keeping the
trapped
seat
indeed.
for the next time.
Mountain King's going to go down here, Neo. The Mountain King does fall, and Sock has to tap out finally.
Bucky
Look at
does
Sock,
it.
look at Bucky, by the way. Big
Many
relief.
proclaimed him the
Big
underdog,
relief.
but he did not play like an underdog
That was a
in
tight
that
game.
match. Even
That was a sick
footing,
game.
and just 20 minutes of awesomeness.
My god, did this game deliver, Neo. We couldn't ask for much.
Skip.
Dortmund is hyped, and for good reason. The one in the
South Korea's
on his face. I wonder if that's still
I
the
don't
case
remember
after
this
map,
game,
if he loses
to be
his
honest.
favorites. So story here, because then we go straight right back in again.
This is such a huge moment already, Neo. This last hit absolutely has to go towards Sock, which it does, but it is the Rune Bracers and insane
Rune
more
Bracers
damage. We see
trash.
the
Pest tower is up. There's a little entry. This could have
Yeah, Sock actually going to opt for the tech. Oh, although in this case, Sock.
Footman already positioned, get defend on to the wards.
It looked kind of like a good early game for Starbuck, right? He slowed down the AM, put lots of damage on him. AM bad item, low HP, no level 3 at all. Way faster tech for Starbuck.
Right hand side could steal maybe the orange. Sock is playing.
It feels really hard. Starbuck actually efficiently.
Fundamental, so there's no real threat. It was a very
Yeah, definitely feels justifying.
Defend for this year being
in the early game
kind of annoying.
Full minute ahead already.
Yeah, I don't remember this game at all, actually. What the hell happened here? Shouldn't this be a pretty easy expo for Starbuck normally?
Making his way out, he knows what's up. He doesn't want but 2 Sanctum.
Okay, Starbuck played a very defensive game so far.
Ah, yeah, the AM was harassing. Oh, yeah, level 2 AM, that's right. With the staff, right? No, no staff even. Oh, sick AM play by Sock here. Cancel the expansion was huge.
Starbuck is adapting.
Yeah, Shockwave. So Starbuck, I think, might actually be planning to
creating
go for
so
long
much
phase
space
try to get the
with his
expansion
AM.
once again, but it is feeling a lot of damage actually going.
Do too much on the other side though.
Very nicely done by Sock.
No.
It's a big
Dude, it's actually going to be tier 3.
and that's why they call him. See, and I think this tier 3 why ahead that
Recap of all of Rara? Question mark. I don't know if I can pack that into a couple of words. I mean, you know, Rara Land is always like my favorite time of the year. Like it's like Christmas and Easter and birthday combined. You know, it's just the biggest festival for me personally. Having such a great time, having the players there, having the big name, you know, tournament running, but also meeting so many players and people from before and making new friends. So the short recap, I guess, is my favorite time of the year. And if you're there, you can feel it as well. If you're just watching from home, then unfortunately we never get close grand finals. And very often, you know, these tournaments, kind of the lasting memory is the grand final. And so far it's always like been very, very, very one-sided. Happy was missing this year, unfortunately. And so 40 was dominating. So yeah, you know, the final rounds and the grand final wasn't that super hype, but the tournament was so much fun not because of the games necessarily only, but also because, you know, you're just hanging out with people you've met before, with new people you're meeting. You're talking, you're sharing, you're drinking. Yeah, that is the best thing to me.
Over, but actually the Archmage doing a great job scouting, but abandoning the army in the process. The defense have been tanking up nicely. Oh, Mountain King taking kind of a lot of damage here, actually. Shockwave coming out again. Wait,
he's committing. He's committing.
Hard.
Chain Lightning on top of it. There's another Shockwave in a bit. Here we go, and no heal scroll, of course, yet.
Starbuck realizing here, maybe this is not the fight for him, but he did buy some space to try and
yeah, Expo this game seemed too late for Starbuck.
Well.
Normally Orcs always want to have a tier 2 Expo running rather quick.
Polymorph Neo.
I was asking him yesterday in the interview, could he please play Polymorph? He said
he's doing it just for you.
And yeah, start playing the 1-base tier 3.
I
wonder if this is going to become a thing, dude. Can you do this against Lin? Is it feasible? Or is Lin just too
Sock here, will he go for the Paladin?
Too high in tempo? Maybe he's not going to allow that, you know?Maybe then he gets up an easy expo and then you're playing from behind.
Yes, another breaker coming out as well, so definitely no try here for Sock. But I can imagine him definitely
Did the Korean and Chinese players hang out with you on the after party? The Chinese didn't. Colorful and 40 were gone pretty quickly, to be honest. But some of the Koreans did, yeah. Labby was hanging out and drinking for a while. Also Sock, and especially Focus. Focus was sticking around for a long time, having some drinks with us.
Now it is.
Oh my god, I can't believe Starbuck didn't pull the info there on that Archmage hit. That is absolutely wild, but now, wait a second, the TC is also in some serious danger right now. The Militia getting us around, the slow is kicking in. Mountain King did pop the big mana potion. We see just how crucial it is right now in winning this fight for Sock. And could you believe it, Sock actually getting tier 3 while pushing his opponent away.
Wild fight, Starbuck taking the fight that he rather not want to fight. He's trying to get away now, no more so, but he has to recover, man. I was about to make a point about
Focus
control
getting
magic,
hammered,
Starbuck going chain
breaking his
lightning
offline
now,
weakness
and not
away.
summoning the wolves anymore when the fight broke out. It was an absolute
Yeah,
mess.
it's
This was again a fight that's
it is, you know,
that
it's such
Starbuck
a shame,
takes
dude.
to go
On the last
sacrifice
2
some
days,
time. You will sacrifice
focus
some units
always
more time to get
falters.
Sexpo running, and now we're in a similar
It's like a
situation
curse,
as
dude. It's
last
like a
game,
curse.
where there is an orc expansion.
It's
we
such a
get
shame.
human shop, and then we're gonna brawl again.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know,
second
man.
perfect by Sock here, showing up just when it matters most, but Starbuck's definitely going to commit here. We see the Kodo getting a nice devour right away. The chain wave combination with the speed scroll, of course, really potent against those casters. Starbuck actually taking some time here to focus the elementals. Interesting choice. TC in a little bit of danger, but does have another info potion back up. But the shop is finished, Neo, and we saw just how potent that shop was for Sock last game.
Exactly, and mana is an issue for Starbuck here for sure. Supply lead, yep, but there's a tier 3 supply of Sock versus tier 2 supply of Bucky. No towers, no static defense, and again, he has to wait for reinforcements, he has to go to the shop, and that's some free damage for the human army, but he doesn't have rifles.
How does Focus
He takes
act
some
being
pressure
drunk?
at least
I'm
off of the
curious.
building, but not of the beyond.
You're absolutely right, Neo. The damage from Sock is not too high, but the control and the
He's pretty
spells that
chill.
they're able to
You know,
hit,
he's just a bit
in his
tipsy
arsenal
and
right now are going to be really
he
powerful
makes
against
lots of
orcs,
jokes.
especially when
He's
they
laughing a lot.
one challenge
Focus is a
right
really
off.
like fun guy and
Doesn't
funny
have it
guy,
Neo.
just all around.
No
So,
spell shield,
he likes to have,
lightning
yeah,
shield. But
a
Starbuck
delightful
says,
time.
Screw this. We're not fighting. We did this enough in game 1. I'm gonna go to your base. There's a very few raiders only. Sock has a TP.
Don't you think
He
that
has a
Starbuck
strong
GG'd
MK.
twice
This
prematurely?
almost looks desperate
I remember
already.
one game where he
I think
killed
this is
all
definitely the right
heroes
play,
and
though.
then
I think Sock is
left.
looking, he can't quite take a
There was
straight
also
engagement
one more
right now, but if
game
Sock were
to
to
go.
Starbuck's base, we see there's no reinforced defenses. That would be absolutely huge. The casters would be able to make short work of the
I
walls. Sock,
don't
he's
remember
done his
that,
job. He
bro.
got rid of the second base of Starbuck.
I would have to see
Managed
it
to get
again.
the tier 3 online. Now Starbuck, what can he do now? Kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place at 55 supply, not getting the perfect income anymore, but also not getting the double income. Feels bad for him.
So he can always throw Chain Lightning Shockwave into that human base. He could, as you mentioned before the cast to me, Zeppelin drop with Raiders and Shockwave Chain Lightning. There are ways to do some damage now. It's not the most common way. And Starbuck says no more lames, but it might be necessary.
Yeah, it might be necessary for Starbuck to keep himself in this match, of course. Now being a full tech down on similar economy to his opponent, of course, that is going to be super tough for him. He definitely needs level 5 heroes. I think we need the super chain wave.
Hello back to
online just
Warcraft.
absolutely wreck the
Have you
backline
listened
Sock.
to
Into Sock, he's coming in.
Lofty?
This Mighty King, of course, he has those upgrades prepared. This is absolutely ridiculous. Clapped open this fight round in the coldest
no.
super out position. Starbuck, he
I
doesn't
don't
have
know
the
what
speed
that
scroll now.
is.
He can't get out of this engagement.
No way out at all. The Shockwave, okay, just tickles a little bit. Chain Lightning not powerful enough. The heal scroll is on Starbuck's side. That helps a little bit. But once again, Mountain King, weapon of mass destruction. We're just waiting for the storm bolts and claps, and here it is. Lock
Farseer's
it
surrounded.
in.
Farseer's completely surrounded. TC trying to pass the potion across, and he can't pass the potion across, and Starbuck has to give up
Suck
game 2.
managing to come back here.
Sock brings it back. He's
Great
still
play by
alive,
him.
even though
The Troll Warlord is kind of, but is now adding rifles in as
Yeah,
well.
this was a weird game.
Starbuck just to go
Starbuck, I think, in this game just
Moderator.
didn't get his exploit fast
a
enough.
second.
a little bit, yeah.
The MK did actually blow through all of his resources, though. We have not upgrade to level 2. Would be absolutely massive, especially in the face of the mass caster army. So
Still there, but yeah, Sock has full map control after that fight. Mountain King level 3 is not too time for the lane. Oh wow. that
or
would
to
be
steal away
sick.
shop items from the Goblin
Exactly.
Merchant.
Castle Tech again.
It's Castle Tech now. Nice connection, and there's the level 3 Farseer as well. This is going to be Chainwave level 2, which does massive damage. Stone is absolutely massive right now. New
That's a unusual question. Do you have to pay taxes on the big donation sum you
I can't
collected?
believe Sock managed to find another big mana item 2 games in a row. This is
I don't think so.
absolutely a game changer.
It's not
engagement right now.
like,
Starbuck could have stayed
I guess it
in
depends
so
how you
long,
declare it.
but that
It doesn't have
MK
to be
just
income
forces
exactly.
Neo
It can
to
be
do
like
once again. Footman keeping on track of this
like,
expert as
what's it
well.
called?
Both players playing amazingly.
Man, the supply is
business
nothing, and
cash flow.
Tier 3 halfway done, Expo halfway done, but there's another
I guess it
storm
depends how
bolt.
you declare
Mountain
it.
King is apparently never running out of mana. Shop control once again. Invo potion, the big one and the
Did
small
anyone
one.
fix
But
any
Bucky is
girls
without
at the
any
after
smash
party?
prediction on that Archmage. MK is invis looking for a really good engagement.
That's
with Farseer.
also a
Might
weird
be some
question.
Serious danger. I loved it. Starbuck is just throwing out that chain wave ahead of time. Get those priests working. Maybe get a few pickoffs.
I don't know,
before
bro.
committing to a big fight. Expo will be cancelled.
You gotta be there next time, then you can find
Massive
out.
deal for Star.
No
To be honest,
critical
I
damage.
don't remember
Casters out of the fight.
the last
No
couple of
slow, no
hours
heal
from the
at
after
the
party.
moment. Wolf Element were not strong enough to
So,
deal with that Wyvern, who of course has
there
wonderful
are
movement above the trees.
some memories missing.
Almost. Wait a second, the mana burn from the Breaker is keeping the TC below 90 mana, which is what he needs in order to throw one more Shockwave.
Oh, no!
Bucky's looking for it, but he can't throw the Shockwave. He keeps being mana burned by just one Breaker. This is amazing.
Against
by
Hong
Sok.
tier 3, like, for real, I wonder, is this gonna be a thing? Human tier 3?
This is the
Dude, if we could make human tier 3 against Orc tier 3 a thing, that would be sick. But I don't know if, you know, if Lin, you know, starts playing against this stuff, is it gonna work? I kind of have my doubts.
Control magic almost done. Inner fire 50%. And then what? Nobody
Tamok says some clearly tried, and that one girl was clearly aiming for dice. Oh, that's true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There was one girl there, very interested in dice. True.
This
I
strategy
saw that
by
as
Sok
well.
being
Yeah,
implemented
you're
in
right.
such a combination. Sorceress does go down.
She was kind of cute.
The Orc army looks really
And
strong
so is
right now,
Dice.
actually. There's so
Hey,
many units.
they might, you know,
potion
they might fit
already.
together. Who knows?
Zeppelin is going to be massive. Save that Raider, man. Save that Raider into the Zeppelin. Beautifully done. Actually, Grunt also kind of low to the side.
Unit about at the very beginning of the game. Zeppelin drops against human. They do. How much time do I have? And Sok is fulfilling my. It's only 3 seconds. That delay.
Yeah, Pally third. Triple hero.
On the human side, of course, used
Control
to be a tier
magic,
2,
inner fire.
pouring
This
out
is
chain
so
wave as
strong,
much as
dude.
possible, keeping the mana for
Human
that
tier 3,
and
if you get there,
revealing
dude,
his way
it's so
needed.
powerful. This point in the game, there's
Sanctuary as
basically no
well.
chance.
Paladin, of course, is going to be absolutely huge for
Like,
this
both
engagement.
Orc
Stand for
heroes-
Sanctuary as well. Never to be underestimated.
I think right here, both Orc heroes would have to be level 5 at least to have a chance. The human army is just so strong here, even in low numbers. The tier 3, the triple hero is so sick. Salak actually did a good job staying alive for a long time. But he needed an expansion, he needed better heroes.
So we need the P on it.
And he's getting outscaled hard here towards the end.
Did the Kodo eat something, I wonder? Nope.
No, it did not.
Good reaction, but that was a staff cooldown force. Farsight, as it is such a strategic game now, is really good. Like, if maybe creep, can I go to the shop safely, or do I need to maneuver around him? And for that,
Engage, and he needs to know where his opponent.
okay, well, three.
We have the mass sheep, so soon as these sheep are just
We see
wandering
Polymorph,
around
by the way. That was
completely
funny.
unable to do anything in order to help
Polymorph
the Orc
was
grab,
running
get
full
through
duration
this
on these
engagement.
units.
And Starbuck is
It's gonna
actually
run out
starting
on
to
one of
do
the
a lot
raiders, I
things right
remember.
now. The human is banking a ton of resources. Sok will be able to resupply very quickly here.
You don't want to be in a
I think
tug of
Sabak
war
did a good
against
job here,
Sok and his
staying
big guns.
alive,
There's no way out.
having
No speed scroll, no
decent
TP, more
fights.
clap. Maybe another Zeppelin would be the
But the tech lead
solution.
here is so
47 food
huge.
Only. Another breaker will be falling. Archmage might be on the.
Sustaining
And
the
still no
human.
expo.
Polymorph
Still no expo this whole
will play
time.
potion soon.
There's no holy light anymore. He needs
Wait. Oh my gosh, he was being so greedy, I think.
And if Sok Hail Mary needs it,
Well, Starbuck, he's been
Alright.
missing.
tap.
This is where
Mario.
the
And it
game
was so
must
close.
end.
Wars one. Hold it for the.
Man, how you doing? I'm doing good. How you doing? I'm
This was funny, by the way. I was casting with Bidu. And apparently, some people, from what I heard, didn't want to see Bidu on the cast, you know, from a controversy in the past. But we're like, hey man, come on, like one series, it's fine. And the night before, Bidu wouldn't shut up. He was spam yapping at me all night. Like, we're gonna cast tomorrow, bro. We're gonna cast tomorrow. I'm gonna be so ready. I'm gonna be so ready. I'm gonna be so good. I'm so good on cam. I'm so good on cam. You know it. I know it. You know it. I know it. We know it. Everyone knows it. I'm so good, bro. You wanna have me on the cam. You wanna have me on the cam, bro. Look at this talent. Look at this talent. And you know, that's how Bido is. He's just, you know, a talker. And a shit talker oftentimes. And I think it's really funny. I really do think he's good on cam. But yeah, there was some uncertainty if we wanted to have him on, but we did have him on, and I think that's cool.
doing good.
And
I'm feeling
when he was
excited.
on,
It was a rather short night to be honest.
look at him.
Getting ready.
Look at him. No, wait.
We get a nice lunch in.
He was very flat in the cast, honestly. I was surprised that he was, like, so normal and didn't say anything stupid and was, like, so well behaved. I was so surprised that he was, like, so docile, you know? And that's because he felt very sick. He woke up feeling very sick. I don't know if it was a cold or a stomach thing, but he felt like ass. He felt totally bad, but still casted with me. So,
And now,
shout out to
we're
Bido,
about
you know,
hop into our
knuckling through it. But yeah, this was not the normal Bido experience. Yo, Gideon in the chat. He is basically the main man, the main organizer, the main dude at it being esports, helping us organize this thing together. Great to see you here, man. I hope you had a good day so far. Says, dude, get some rest. Oh yeah, I will later. I am feeling so dead. I'm so KO, but we gotta keep the stream running, you know. It's gonna be a short stream today, by the way, guys, in case you weren't here earlier. It is not gonna be a long one today, just, you know, just a little bit of recapping. A little bit of a bonus. To be fair, Bido was drinking 3 days straight at that point. Oh yeah, Bido goes hard in the paint. But the last night, so the night from Saturday to Sunday, he actually went to bed early because he wanted to get ready for the cast. But yeah, he was kind of dead.
But he picked it up way later. I mean, it's like a super dark. You know what? That game we couldn't show. That wasn't against the Demon.
This game wasn't super exciting, to be honest. Dice kind of owned him. Dice kind of owned Focus, which is pretty sick, man. Normally Focus is amazing in this matchup, but it, like, for real, Focus final day. I wish that this wasn't true, but it is. Focus final day, he always chokes.
What happens, Naga, as a second hero?
There are some exceptions. 1 or 2 tourneys waited well, but normally Focus final day basically always chokes.
Would argue the mana is going to be a
And we saw the talents here. Rare strat,
following up here with the Beastmaster as
but it
well.
worked very well here.
On the so it's not going to be
Yo, we have a sub coming in. Burning Blades with a 4-year resub. Thank you.
reward heal waves, which would be the ideal late game build.
Shop as well.
Would fall back. He's taking
Tends to choke. This is his stage. Quarterfinal semis is where we see a different.
And we're talking about the choke as well on the stream, and yeah,
Focus
was kind of choking. He was kind of choking, to be honest.
Shadowhunter is level 4, barely.
Dice played well though. Dice played really well. I don't want to take anything away from Dice. He did really well here. Sorry. Interesting game here as well. Played Keeper first, switching it up, going for an AP push, and then Focus holds the AP push. And normally, when Orcs hold here, they're far ahead, having destroyed so many of the Nile's resources, having some decent levels, decent army. But Dice here did a great job, man. Finding an alternative win condition on tier 3.
Even the back, speed scroll used right away. Super stressful.
Does have mana. He's trying to go for the blade right now, though. The blade's low. Trying to get him. He's
shop there coming up as well.
Dude, Bido did make a single inappropriate joke with me during the cast. I was shocked. I was shocked at the lack of shock. He was just well behaved. It was so weird. Normally Bido is always, you know, a little bit difficult, as you guys well remember. But here he was just like normal. He was just normal and predictable, which was very unpredictable for him. Hey Remo, I just saw Neo's shorts on Facebook from tonight, and yeah, you sound surprisingly fit now. Oh, I am not fit, bro. I am very, very tired. But that's okay. Tomorrow I'm gonna spend all day in bed. And I am looking forward to it. Disengage TV from Disengage TV in the chat. Yo, dude, how you doing?
Can't bank too much on Bone.
I think he's ready to.
Thank you for
defend this, Remo. That demo.
By the way, not level 2. Got the heal potion. He's got the blade master.
All right.
Guys.
Yeah, Dice, great game here. Keeps on pushing. Got the level 3. Getting some big upgrades here on 1 base only. Strong heroes. Turtle in the box says, I slept until 4 PM today. Haha. Yo, dude, that's extreme. I remember you. 12 in the box was also at Raw Land. And looks like he got the sleep tonight that I did not get enough of.
Right away, I believe. Yeah, there's one salve left. That is something, but Dice is getting close to the
Remo
victory
worked
here.
on 200% mode over the last 4
To make the
days.
top 4 run at so value right now.
I think that's a compliment. I'm too tired to really understand what you're saying, but I think that's nice. Thank
But
you.
this could be a good those rings. Those are helping him out as well. Dice wants to take this fight for focus. This is kind of his last. Has to tap
There it
out.
is. Fucking Dois, baby. Top 4. Great run for him, man. Beating Focus for the first time in a big match like this. Did really, really well. Great play by Dice.
Huge. That was huge.
Focus underperformed a bit. Ricky underperformed a bit. To be honest, I was expecting more. I was expecting more jokes. I was expecting more, you know, filth from Ricky. Not to sound mean, but that is kind of what he's known for. But yeah, he was just being a good boy. He was being a good boy, a good little boy. Yeah, he was feeling sick. I hope he's feeling better. I asked him on Discord if he's still alive. I have not yet received an answer. Thank you, Mata, with the donation. It says, I've heard Eno is good at giving massage. So if you want to refresh quickly, you can ask him. Do you mean Ina? You typed Eno. I don't know who that is. Do you mean Neo or Ina? One of the two. Well, they both don't live close to me. Neo lives in Hamburg and Ina lives in, I don't know actually. Where does Ina live? I think Ina is also North Rhine-Westphalia, maybe? I don't know actually. I'm saying you did insane amounts of work each day and therefore everyone should appreciate your conviction. Damn, Gideon, that is actually very nice of you to say. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I think we all put in a lot of work. Honestly, like we had some stress with the different cast situation with like the VIP casters coming in and out. But with so many VIP casters, we also had a lot of downtime, to be honest. I feel like most tournaments as a caster are pretty chill. Honestly, I feel like the job of caster is pretty easy. The guys behind the scenes, the admins, the production, the content managers, all that stuff, I think they got way more of a difficult job than me. I feel like this is always super easy. Unless you drink too much and you don't sleep enough, which then it's tough. Yeah, but I was behaving mostly. Thursday I went to bed early. Friday I went to bed very early because I was so tired. Saturday though, I was up for too long. And the next day I woke up somewhat early, didn't sleep enough, and I was feeling rough, bro. Final day I was feeling rough, but with a lot of water, with some food. Lots of food. I started to feel better. But yeah, Sunday had a bit of difficulty. But Thursday, Friday, Saturday was really easy for me. It was a great time. When did you stop drinking tonight? When I went to bed. And I don't remember exactly when that was. I think it was around like 4 a.m. maybe. But that is a guess. And by the way, speaking of the previous days and of pictures, I think we could go through some pictures here. We had a Rowland Discord where my favorite channel is the Media Share channel, where people are posting different pictures. And I think we can try to go through that here. Thank you, Mata, again with a $1 donation. Ina, he says, of course. So if you want to charge up, visit him for 3 days. He will make you. Yeah, I like Ina a lot. He's a cool guy. And I think he wasn't actually drinking anything. I think he stayed sober the whole event. There's enough party inside ENA, even without drinks. Okay, I'm scrolling up right now. I want to go through all the pictures with you guys. I think this is always kind of fun. Going through the event pictures, you know. We're almost at the start. Hold up, hold up. Okay, there we go. There we go. I got it now. Okay, here we are. This is the Rauerland Discord. So this is unrelated to the event, but still worth pointing out. Stars and Stripes was posting some pictures here of his barbecue. Ooh, and that looks pretty good, man. That looks pretty good. Yum, yum, yum. I'm kind of hungry as well. After stream, gonna have to get some dinner. And then we have the first couple of pictures from the travel. This is Sunshine right here. I talked quite a bit with him actually. Very interesting guy. Very interesting life story. On the final day, on the final night, we talked a lot, pretty deep, about family, about childhood. Also with him. Shit, I forgot his name. Fuck, what's his name again? Sploogie. Apparently. Bro, if you're watching, I'm sorry that I forgot your name, but I do remember we talked a lot. You're a cool guy. We kind of bonded, actually, over family matters quite a bit. They flew in from the United States, brother. Hell yeah. And here we have the English... what's it called? Not constellation. There's a different word in my mind. Hold up. Delegation. Right. The English delegation. Dark, Qbert, and Governor. Scotland, England. Very interesting, by the way. Most of you won't know these guys, but they are very different personality-wise. Qbert, you know from stream. He's like just polite and competent and just a good guy all around. The opposite, I would say, of a big ego, which is a good thing. Then Governor is extremely friendly. He is like, I think he has the soul of like a grandfather in a good way. He is so cheerful and welcoming and open. I really like him as well. He is, you know, he's just so endearing. And then Dark is very different. Dark has strong opinions, strong allegiances, and there's also a good thing, strong loyalties. Whether it be to his friends or his wife or his players, Dark is going to be the dog that gets in the mud. And he's going to get way more hands-on and direct than these two. Yeah, great crew though. And here we have Papito from Brazil and Reaver from South Africa. I forgot to ask him where he lives right now. I think he was in Dubai for a while. I also talked to him quite a while. Yeah, just good dudes all around. Here we got the Polish crew. This is Saul Apeman. I don't know who this is here. Back there hiding. Can't quite make it out. And I met him. He's a cool guy as well, but I don't know his name. But yeah. Polska represent. Saul Apeman had a lot of custom business cards / Warcraft cards to give out to people. Professional. Ah, that's Lemez. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, you're right. Damn, Baron. Yo, dude, good eye. Yeah, that is Lemez. Oh, we're going to see another picture later of Lemez, by the way, which I thought was hilarious. This was Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not quite sure. This was before I was there. Big dinner from the Being Esports guys. Yannick, Mr. Gideon right here, and lots of players. And a couple of familiar faces. And then here we go. Now the journey, the arrival journey begins. Tarmac on the way, using the train. I was also using the train. Here we got J23 from Frankfurt. Oh, damn, he also came from Frankfurt. I now live next to Frankfurt, so I came from Frankfurt, but I came in the afternoon on Thursday. Of course, trains were partly delayed. Deutsche Bahn, obviously. And of course, Knopf was there. Knopf was there, finally! One of the Swedes made it. Really, really happy about this. And that was the first picture of the tournament. This is Lemez from Poland. This is Narbu from Poland, also known as Smurf. Pretty cool guy. I think he also did a good job on the cast, by the way, Narbu. He is somewhat controversial, I suppose, because online, on War 3 Champions, in-game, he can be a bit of a flamer. A little bit of a flamer, but in person he was cool. Like most people are, almost always. Alright, some more train stuff going on. Out of Warcraft, did our VODs again, and took a bunch of pictures here. Oh, Gideon just messaged me. I wonder if I should show that on stream. Hold on. He's saying something. Ah, he's sending me some more pictures. Hell yeah. Oh, look at that. More pictures, baby. We got Neo here. Look at that. Look at that handsome fella. Oh, look at that. That is the first picture, I think, in years where Neo is looking tan. I don't know if that's Photoshop or what. Looking good, looking good. Neo got slim. But also, he's looking tan, bro. I know Neo. He's not a tan guy. But here, somehow he is. And then we got the entrance here. This is... Shit, I forgot his name. But he was here with his twin brother. Cool dudes. This is Mafe. Very accomplished map maker. We got Ross here. This is Tarmok. This is... Sorry, bro, I forgot your name. Same for you. Back here we got Tetsu. We got Neo. Opening of the doors. Early on. Thank you, Gideon, for the pictures. And we got more. We got more pictures. Yeah, out of Warcraft here. Taking quite a few pictures. So, when you entered the venue, this is what you saw. You go through the doors, and this is the front desk. There you could get tickets and buy stuff, and you could, you know, also go into the back. Turtle in a Box says that Ross is a cool guy too. Yeah, Ross is a really cool guy. He's also a veteran. He is our only Irish visitor, I think. Went to Rowland 1 and 2 and 3. And to be completely honest, by the way, he was the main reason, I think, why I was feeling kind of bad on Sunday. Because he was buying a lot of tequilas. We had lots of tequilas on Saturday. A few too many, but it wasn't terrible. Like Rowland 1, that's when I really messed up. That's when I really fucked up on the first day. Ooh, that was bad. On Saturday it was just a little too far, but I sort of controlled myself enough that I could manage. Yo, by the way, Marshall with the €1 donation, thank you very much. Says please show your Gumo face. Oh yeah, we're getting there, bro. We're getting there. I got some pictures posted in here as well. We're going through it from, you know, beginning to end. Nice and chronological. This area was changed later. This is how it looked at the start. This was, you know, the entrance area. You can see the doors right here. And in this corner to the right, this is where our couch segment was. And later on, this area here was replaced. Instead of this lounge area, we had lots of seats. And yeah, this was the calm before the storm. Before everything started. Of course, this is the bar area where lots and lots and lots of drinks were had. Many of which by me. We had some drinks. We had some snacks. Yeah. Little viewer area here. There were a couple of, you know, little corners where... quieter viewer areas were also available if you didn't want to sit in the big crowd of people, you know, if you were feeling a little bit more recluse. So this was the idea, by the way. On the first day, we were initially supposed to cast in the back of the venue, back in the, I don't know, office, behind closed doors in the production area, here with the green screen. And then we saw this and we're like, okay, I mean, all right, I guess that works. But... being again next to the stage, next to the crowd, would be way better. And then we gave our production chief Benny a bit of an aneurysm. He was like, okay, but I mean, it's planned like that. And we didn't really want to insist on it. But yeah, you know, casting next to the stage, next to the audience, always better. And they were really, really accommodating. And they were like, okay, we're gonna try to find a solution, try to find a way to do it. And honestly, like a couple hours later, it was actually changed. And then we didn't have to cast from here, but we could cast next to the crowd, which was really, really nice again. Yeah, this is the production area right here. Bunch of PCs, observer PCs, people doing, social media. This is Benny, by the way. This is the production lead. And this is Gideon right here. Right there. Being esports boss right there. And this is Neo, of course. This is when things started to ramp up. Little airplane picture. Dondo, who is back to Warcraft legend, veteran, something like that. He's been on the stream a bunch of times. A really cool guy from Norway. Also known for giving some balance suggestions. And here we have Ember at the Backwerk. The good old Backwerk. That's a cheap German bakery chain. They have decent baked goods, but honestly, not that good. Like, Germany has some really good bakeries, like some really, really good bakeries. But then when foreigners come to Germany, they go to Backwerk, which is, you know, like this big bakery chain. They're like, I mean, it's not that amazing. And that's true. Backwerk really isn't that good. But if you know where to go, really good bakeries are way better. But Backwerk is available and cheap still. This still makes me laugh. Yeah, this is a keyboard right here, guys. This is a keyboard by one of the top players of the tournament. Hold on. Is this gonna get me banned? Dude, there's some sketchy pictures on here. Yeah, big anime fan. I hope I hope this isn't gonna get me banned. That would be kind of stupid. But yeah, but this was by Razor Moon, by the way. Razor Moon loves the animes, apparently. And here we got the Swiss crew, Azul and the boys coming from Switzerland. Coming equipped as well with beer, and more than just beer, by the way. They brought beer. They brought chocolate. I got chocolate from them, by the way. They gave me a bar of chocolate, being good Swiss citizens. I haven't tried it yet, but I think I want to try it later. And they brought something else, which is also coming in this photo thread. More boys on the way. Over here we got Tetster, we got Francis, we got Dondo. And I'm sorry, bro, I forgot your name. But he's also been to Rara at least twice, maybe even 3 times. We got the Swiss crew again. Hells yeah. That's me. Getting started on my journey. That was Thursday afternoon. And then a couple of videos by Out of Warcraft. I think I haven't seen these yet, actually. Lemez, the Pally Rifles legend. Alright. Alright. We see a bunch of practicing here. Shorty was always very ready to show some pictures. He told me he was feeling kind of hungover some of these days and was feeling kind of, well, at not 100%. But I feel like he always looked great. He always looked super fresh in these photos. This is one of the many. And here is Ricky. Lost my phone, wandered around hours in Essen, spelling it wrong, by the way. Waiting for my sisters with find my iPhone. Found it on the street, soaked. Let's fucking go. Lost his phone, but not his love for the game. Vito the Legend. And here we got Labby playing. Best under in the tournament. Trying to keep the flag raised high in the absence of Happy. Played pretty well, but did falter a bit on his last day. Turtle in the box says one of the highlights was working out with Sock. Yeah, dude, Sock was working out with the boys. Also with Syntec. Wait, is it Syntec or Syntax? The Swede, who's like super jacked. Yeah, I saw some pictures. I would love for them to post the pictures here. They haven't done so yet. Hopefully they will later on. Apparently, like, they were working out. They were in the gym. And then the other dudes were telling Sock, yo, bro, your match is like 30 minutes. We should go. We should go, right? We should go. Your match is soon. And then Sock said, no problem. Spot me, bro. Spot me, bro. And then they went with they got the grind in, baby. Sock, he's got his priorities straight. And it did work out timing-wise in the end.
Ich habe keine Ahnung, auf einmal hat die mich weg von weg. Auf einmal wurde es... Eisi hat einfach den Ball auf den Lämmer-Move gemacht. Er hat einfach den Gegner überrollt und dann zur halben Strecke zur Tanke.
That was like a chill game for Focus. He was kind of relaxed there. All right, some more pictures. These two were from me. This was... What's this, Thursday? Or Friday? Might be Friday. Wait, I can see it here. August 2nd. What was that? Friday. Ah, no, it was Thursday night, so it was 12-something a.m. Okay. Some more Warcraft Legends right here. We got Bidu, we got Trunks, we got Ina, and this is Syntec right here. The Swedish Chad. He told me that he benches like 130 kilograms. And I was like, bruh, that's sick. I'm jealous. I only benched like 110. Saul Aitman with his custom business cards. Let's go. I wonder if this is a real picture of this or if this is AI. I'm still not sure. I think it's real though. Looks nice, looks nice. Here we got colorful. Taking a picture here for the Chinese community. Next to one of the best map makers of all time, by the way. This is Mafe, German map maker, the creator of Brightwater Oasis and Shattered Exile. Great guy as well. And here we got the dominators of the tournament. Raraland 2024 was all about the Chinese gang. Really well played. Really well played. And here we got the couch boys. We got the crew. Shout out to Dennis. Shout out to Yanis. Shout out to Qbert. And I guess to me. Okay. Gideon sent me some more stuff. Oh, lots more pictures, baby. Hell yeah. We got some more pictures, baby. Look at that. Look at that. I would not be surprised if tomorrow this is Ricky's new profile picture. That was the VIP area. Jenny Prenzelberg. Dennis, the legend. That's CN. Who's that? I remember his face, but I don't remember his name. I can't read it. Player ticket. Sorry, bro. Come back next year. I'm gonna remember your name. I promise. Sort of. Someone getting ready on the stage. Neo, and this is Benny. This is the production chief, who did a great job again. Really cool guy. Great to work with, by the way. You know, we've done lots of productions in the past with ESL, with DreamHack, with, you know, other tournaments, WCG, whatever. And sometimes, you know, people are a little bit, little intense, a little difficult. Sometimes you notice, oh, okay, this is just, you know, this is just a business relationship. And that's fine, you know, not everyone has to be friends all the time. But no, Benny is a really, really cool guy. We got along really well. I had a couple of drinks with this guy. I forgot his name. I'm sorry, bro. I think also second time for him. Okay, that's it. Oh no, we got some more, baby. We got some more. We had a beer pong station as well. He also was a second time or third time attendee. I have no idea who this is, actually. No clue. Oh, I remember these two. They were... These two bought lots of drinks for me. And they wanted to have lots of drinks with me. And we had a bunch. And they also had lots of drinks without me. Because they were both really hammered. Especially this guy. This guy was super drunk. Shout out, bro. I also like to have a drink every now and then. I don't remember their names, unfortunately. But yeah, we had a couple of drinks. Here we got the main stage area when things were still a little bit lighter. Yo, thank you, by the way. Hold up. We have some support. Perpetual Loser with the resub. Thank you very much. Says, Remo, most sexy man at Rara. Damn, dude. Thank you very much. That's very nice of you to say. I feel like a bag of turd today, so I do not feel attractive today, but thank you very much for saying that. I appreciate it. All right. And there I am. That's the first day. I remember because that's the shirt I wore on the first day. Flowery and summery with Dondo. This is Dondo right here. Dondolare. Longtime viewer and supporter of the stream. Great guy. Very intelligent. Really good dude. He helped organize, or he didn't just help, but he basically made the whole pub quiz happen. Thanks to Dondo helping us there. And also did the B stream. Back to Warcraft 2. He did the off-stage matches. Dondo, the baller. Some more pictures. I think this was during the pub quiz. Right here we have Fiery Fox from the Netherlands. He basically organized the Fun Game Olympics. And a lot of people. This is Narbu. This is Nightmare. This guy is fucking huge. I don't know who that is. We got Papito, Kevin here. Yeah. Yeah, this was during the pub quiz. This was on Friday night. And I was supposed to do it all with Dondo. And, you know, we did 2 rounds with pub quiz trivia questions. And I was supposed to host it mainly and then, you know, collect the sheets later on and correct them. But I was so tired. I was insanely tired. At like 11:30, I told Dondo, bro, I'm so tired, dude. I'm about to pass out. And then he was really cool, dude. Really chill. He was like, okay, man, it's fine. You can rest up, go home. We want to have you ready for tomorrow. And I was so relieved. I was so relieved that he was willing to do it all by himself because I was so dead. I think I didn't even say goodbye. I just straight away walked to the hotel and instantly passed out. I was so fucking tired. So yeah, Dondo did it all by himself in the end. I don't even know who won. Which team ended up winning the pub quiz. Here we got some more pictures from the main stage. That's our production room. We had 2 observer PCs. This is Nuhiro and Yang Hofa, aka Max. Here we had the B stream casting setup with Dondo, and this is Narbu, aka Smurf. Some more pictures. He's also a repeat visitor of Rowland. I'm sorry, bro, I don't know your name. But some of you may know his name. His name is David. David Mente. He's the original creator of War 3 Info. He doesn't manage the site anymore. He gave over that task to someone else. But he still comes to the Rowland events. Great guy, David, from Berlin. And here we got the man himself, Gideon, with Stefan. Getting banhammered. Oh yeah, I remember these two as well. Oh shit, what day was it? It was Friday or Saturday. I drank a lot with these two dudes. I don't remember their names. But they wanted to keep on drinking with me. And we had a good time. At some point, this guy took off his glasses. And I was like, bro, where are your glasses? And he was like, what do you mean? Which glasses? He was really drunk in the end. And so was he. And he kept on asking me, bro, why don't you play more Warcraft, bro? You're so good. You can be so good. I played against you before online, and I defeated you. But I shouldn't defeat you. You're better than me. You just have to play more, bro. You just have to play more. And I was like, yeah, true, man. I should play a little bit more. I don't know. I'm not feeling it right now. You know, I have like some waves. I have some ups and downs. Sometimes I play, sometimes I don't. But he was like, yeah, you just gotta play though, bro. Just play, man. Just play. You're so good, man. Just play. Yeah, they were going hard in the paint, those two. They had another friend as well, which is not in the picture. Here we have a little chill out area. I don't know these guys' names. I know he's from Denmark, and he had the best beard of the tournament. Beautiful red hair. Hell yeah. Here we got Leon getting ready on stage. This is Starter Bucky. Yeah. We got the crowd. Kevin on the cast with Qbert. Both really good casters. Love to see them on. This was the main stage, the main area. I wonder how many people fit in here. When every seat was taken and the back row was taken, it wasn't that many. I would have to guess. I don't know the number. Maybe like 150 people fit in. Maybe 200. Maybe 200 is too high. I'm not sure. But I think somewhere around there. Gideon says 145 people. All right. Well, then my guess was, I guess, not that bad. We got Sock. We got Godfather. Also a ever-present figure at the Rauerland tournaments. At every one so far. So in on stage. Here as well. With a trophy. Wait. This. Wait. What? Oh, no. This is. We were here already. Hold on. Let me scroll down. I just tuned in. Are all the picks available somewhere? I mean, some of them Gideon just sent to me privately, but most of them are, yeah. There's a Rauerland Discord, which you can join. Wait. I'm just gonna post the link in the chat. There you go. Yeah, we went through a bunch of these photos already. But yeah, let's just go through all of them. It's not that many more. We have some time. Oh, hold on. I think I put something in the freezer earlier. Give me 1 minute. Did Todd visit Raraland? No, not this year. Yeah, bit of a shame. Todd not there this year. Hopefully next year. Oh yeah, this is where I left off. So this was the last picture. The lads. This was our view. So when we were sitting on the casting couch or on the analyst couch, was what we were looking at here. A little crowd as well. I feel like oftentimes when I'm just looking and not like smiling or anything, I feel kind of grumpy. I look kind of grumpy. I noticed. I wasn't feeling grumpy. I just was, you know, I just had a relaxed face. But yeah, this looks like, what do you want? Maybe I have to smile more, like those dudes tell those women. Azul. They were at like, I don't know where this was. This was a bit away from the venue. I guess they just went out to Dortmund, having a couple of drinks, having a good time. There we go, 40 with the lads. I talked to him. I didn't talk to these two. Don't know who they are. Lyat and Sock. Sock seemed like he had a good time. He was smiling a lot. He was talking with everyone, trying to communicate. Seemed to be in good spirits. Thank you, Owa, with the €1 donation. Says, hey Remo, could you remember, lol if you can, one of the quiz questions from the pub quiz that you liked? So one of the questions, this was one of the easier ones, was, what were the initial 4 regions on BattleNet? And of course the answer was Northrend, Kalimdor, Lordaeron, Azeroth. That was easy. But there were lots of difficult questions as well. There was this one question where that stated or asked, what was the thing that Fairfax blah 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 created in 2004, which was Twisted Meadows. And Williams streamed a portion of the pub quiz. Oh, that's cool. So it might be in his VODs. Here we got Phalo, Tetster, and Tarmok. Here again, the Swiss connection. Azul. And, man, I should know their names. I've met them a bunch of times now. Guys, I'm sorry. Azul is easy, though, because he's got the same... You see? He's got the same picture on Discord, so you know. That's him. But yeah, this is the Swiss gang. Here we got Razor Moon and Saul Apeman. This keyboard, bro. Oh, goddamn. Couple of drinks. And this is Shorty with a vibe check. Look at how fresh he looks every morning. Later on, there's going to be a picture of me on Sunday morning. And I can promise you, I am going to be looking a lot less fresh. You'll see in a bit. The Swiss guys built up a raclette outside on the last day. Yeah, dude, I know. That was amazing. It's coming, boys. It's coming. It's all in the pictures here. Here we got Kefa Lucas. Shorty with some more morning pictures. Tetster with the gang. We got Francis. We got Jens. Look at all that MMR. Look at all the skill at this table, baby. We got Ito. We got Tetster. I know his face. I don't know his name. What's his name? I'm sure if someone said his name, I would be like, oh yeah, right. Dondo says Sok had a great time. As far as I know, all the Koreans really enjoyed their time. I think. Yeah, I hope so. They were a pleasure to have around. There we go, Shorty again with the morning vibe check. Look at that guy, man. Looking fresh, looking ready, early. Well, you know, semi-early, I guess. 11:45 a.m. It's not that early, but looking good, looking good. Out at dinner, we got Nightmare, Leon, Kevin, Jens, Narbu, and I don't know his name. Sorry, guys. I hope you guys don't feel offended. Celebrate. Ah, that's Celebrate. Ah. Ah, I see, I see. Did you guys hear that? The Bluetooth speakers just connected. Maybe there's gonna be some music playing here. This was one of my favorite pictures of the tournament, by the way. That's Lemez right here. And if you guys don't find it funny, and if you guys don't know what this refers to, then you have perhaps a healthy relationship with the internet. But many of us know what this refers to. Yeah, these were the big boys. These were the big boys of the tournament. Godfather, Saul Aikman, Syntac, Tetster, and Williams. They're all huge, dude. They're all like 2 meters. Big boys. And Lemez. Maybe he likes the big boys. Who knows? Shorty again. Fresh in the morning. Every day. Twitter. PCs. Okay, whatever. We got Leon here. Again, hanging out with the boys. Leon was such a blast, man. I was casting with him as well. Human Mirror. Semi-final. Sock versus 40. One-sided game, unfortunately. But yeah, Leon, of course, very knowledgeable. Great guy. I love Leon. Taking some more pictures here. And Stars and Stripes. The #1 killer of the bar and of the drinks. At Royal Land 1 and 2. Couldn't make it to Royal Land 3. Because he's got a little kid right there. Stars and Stripes 6.9 right here. Congrats. Yeah, and this was me Sunday morning. Yep. This is exactly how I felt on Sunday morning. It was a rough start into the day. I had lots of water and a whole bunch of food, and then I started feeling better, but it was kind of difficult at the start. And look at Shorty. Look at that comparison. That's me. That's Shorty. Motherfucker looking so good. Looking so good. And I was so dead. But I could recover before too long. Here we got the Rocket Beans crew. We got Pishner, Lord, Changer, Kevin, Helpstone, Black Raymond. Lots of dudes. Rocket Beans represent. And here we go. This was the Swiss crew with the raclette. They had the raclette prepared, baby. On the last day, they were cooking raclette outside. On the last day, like, I wasn't outside so much because, you know, I hate the sun. I'm not a smoker. So I was just sitting inside, and he asked me, did you eat the chocolate yet? He gave me a bar of chocolate. I was like, no, not yet. I'm going to eat it probably on the way back on the train. And he's like, yeah, man, it's good Swiss chocolate. And then he said, yeah, we're also gonna prepare some raclette to eat later. And it's like, ha, yeah, man, that's great. And I thought they were joking. I thought they were joking because who the hell actually does raclette at an event? But they did. They did. Swiss pride, baby. Represent. Look at that. Look at that raclette cheese, baby. Let's go. I didn't eat any of this, actually. But I'm not a big cheese guy, to be honest. Here we got Teko, Ena, Syntac. Ena, the entertainer, as always. Had a really fun time with him as well. We talked a lot on the last night. Sunday night with Ena and Syntac and Sunshine. I was talking a long time, like I said earlier. Talking about family, talking about some deep
the
stuff
yoga
as well.
pose. Oh.
Fucking Ena.
Ooh, wow.
Ooh. Look at Changer. Ooh. He likes what he's seeing. He likes it. Okay. Ena didn't drink on the last night, by the way. I think he had to work early Monday. Oh, this is confusing. We have to turn sideways for this one. Ena, the fan favorite here of the cameraman.
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
I just got my
What are you
autograph.
doing?
I also signed for Mr. Jens. Mr. Jens took an autograph by me.
Really? He's
Ena
like
didn't even
Zlatan,
ask
sending
me.
back the autograph.
He didn't ask me.
Oh yeah.
I had my first signing session.
Nice.
Yeah, I signed some autographs, but Ena didn't ask me for an autograph. I almost feel insulted. More headstands, baby. Sorry for the format, guys. You gotta turn your head to the side.
Back to the game, yo.
Right back to the game, baby. Wasting no time. Gideon says next year we need Happy and 40 and we have the perfect story arc. Bro, for real. That is like my one regret, if you can call it regret, is not having Happy there. 40, bro, I was so impressed with 40. He played so well. He left nobody else any chance, like Happy oftentimes also does. Dude, if Happy had been there, 40 versus Happy grand final, bruh, it would have been so sick. It would have been so sick. We would have blown the roof off this fucking building if Happy had been there against 40 grand final. So next year, Happy, you better fucking come next year, bro. Get that visa going, baby. Of course, he tried to get there. He tried to apply for the visa, but the visa was unfortunately denied. Sad. Oftentimes at the end of the day, when the games were done, when the cast was done, lots of people were gathering here at the bar. We had a couple of drinks, couple of cheeky drinks here and there. This was funny, by the way. Ena, to get ready, he was listening to like some classic rock or something. Shit, I don't remember what this song was called, but it was like, I am the greatest, I am the best, or something like that. And he was listening to that to get hyped for his FFA matches. I love Ena. He's a great guy. I think we saw that before. Ena got his signatures here. No signatures from me, though. I see how it is. Here we got Neo, and I think he's also been to every Rara land. He is a little bit more of a quiet guy, but a cool guy. I talked with him as well. Not so much this year, but last year. Merlin. Merlin is his name. Yeah, a little bit more quiet, but good dude. Then I think this guy lives somewhere far away. Is it like Dubai or something? VIP ticket holder. We didn't really get to that topic, but I think he's a rich motherfucker. I think this guy has a lot of money. Just my assumption from talking to him a bit. And here we got me. This is the last night, right? This was Sunday late into the night, 3 a.m. with me and Sunshine and Nightmare. Back here we have Bartek, the Back to Warcraft mastermind. And I think this is Vampy. Oh my god.
Halo.
What is this camera, bro?
Halo.
Oh god. I'm getting dizzy. That looks like it was in the middle of the night when they took the train. Yep, that is the glorious Remo Demo. Maybe that's our next subscriber emote. Yeah, there might be something there. And here, nice and clean on Monday morning. This morning, this was the main stage, the main area. Everything's been cleared. All the chairs are gone. Rara Land 2023 is over. Waiting. 2024, I mean. Sorry. 2024. Waiting for next year. And look at Shorty. Looking good again. Every morning. Every morning, this motherfucker. Looking good, looking fresh. Hells yeah. They took a train at 5 a.m. Monday morning. Holy shit. Thank God I didn't have to take that train. As Nightmare says here, 6 continents represented. This guy came all the way from Australia. Super sick. Here we got Reaver from South Africa. Jens from Chile. Narbu from Poland. Razor Moon from New York. It's where he lives now. And Soen from South Korea.
Just so look at your face, shut it out, bear down, he's coming, there's nowhere to run, there's nowhere to hide, and the avatars will want something entirely different.
Oh man, this format is difficult. Just too insane, man, this tournament. I'm not even sure if he knew we were all chanting his name, because from what I know, the Chinese scene still calls him Romantic from his old nickname, but we all call him Fortitude now, or 40. So I hope he realized we were chanting his name. I'm not sure. I mean, it is not so difficult, maybe, to make the connection. 40, 40, 40. Yeah, man, sick performance by him. He did so well. There we have him. The champ. Get some more pictures by Nightmare. We had the wonderful Toxie on the cast as well in the interview. Sponsor as well of the tournament. Here we got Vampy and 40. Fiery Fox and Nightmare. Damn, dude, that guy is so tall. Holy shit. I've talked to him a bunch of times, but I didn't realize. Like, Nightmare, he's from Russia, right? He oftentimes organized, like, you know, new map contest tournaments. Really good guy as well. And he's tall as well. But fucking Firefox, dude. The Dutch people, the fucking Netherlands, these motherfuckers, just, there's no end to them. Reaver, Ina. Dude, Ina got a lot of pictures taken. People are fascinated with Ina. For good reason. Pato, Scars. The American legend, Bidu. Yeah, Bidu told me he was talking a lot with the Chinese guys. And, you know, there was like a typical Bidu moment. He was like, man, I got so much information out of them. Man, they told me so much. They really opened up. They told me so much, man. It's amazing what they told me. Bro, they shared, man. They were so open. It was amazing. And I was like, okay, what did they say? It's like, I can't tell you, bro. Can't tell you. I can't tell you. I mean, you know, it's confidential, bro. Just kept yapping. Hell yeah, baby. Yeah, we got Papito. My guess would be this is at least beer number 6. Judging from the posture. Judging from the expression. By the way, I saw Pato's guns. I saw his biceps. Man, that dude, man. That dude's been building. Fucking hell. Big guns, big guns. We had Neo casting with Stefan, who's been around the channel for a long time. That was cool. Wait, is this guy turtle in a box? Nah, it's this guy. This guy's turtle in a box. I still don't know his name. We had such a great conversation, actually. I want to know his name. Remo, did Hitman answer the question? Says disproved by hell. Disproved by hell was also at the tournament. I don't know which question you mean. The right one is Turtle? Fuck me, really? Wait, Turtle, are you this guy? I'm Turtle in a box, bro, next to Sunshine. This is Sunshine. What are you saying? Jesse. Next to Syntax. Yeah. Ah, dude, I'm sorry I forgot your ID. But yeah, it was really cool to talk to you, man. I feel like we had a really good conversation, man. It was a great evening. I'm sorry, I'm bad with remembering names oftentimes. I hope that isn't weird. But yeah, man, we had a great night, dude. I feel like we had a really good time. Here we are. Together. The boys in the crowd. And yeah. That was it. I hope there's going to be some more pictures still posted when we got the guys coming around to it. I still want to see these pictures posted from Sock at the Gym. I think Syntax hasn't been on stream so far today. Syntax, baby, if you hear this, we want you to post these pictures. Yeah. Yeah. And that was Rawaland. It was a great experience. I got a bit of a thing going on with my innards. Thank you, Steve Boynton, with the resub. What's the best way to watch back the streams and matches if I missed day 2? They aren't on YouTube yet. Just go to our Twitch and check out the VODs. Yeah, that is, I think, the easiest way.
He just continues to wreck
This was the
this
grand
race.
final.
Well, Juice was
42 was just
almost
unstoppable, baby. Colorful stayed alive pretty well for a long time, but 40 just couldn't be beaten.
Is the mic? Yeah. Here he is, the perfect player. Guys, give it up once again for Fortitude.
I kind of messed up in this video as well, but whatever.
Congratulations, Fortitude. You played so well. You take first place. Perfect tournament. How do you feel?
I just want to say, I'm a Fortitude. Who can stop me?
Yeah, bro. Sounds like I'm Fortitude. Who can stop me? Dude, love that guy.
Secret.
The secret in my head. My head.
Really cool. They tried so hard, you know, to communicate.
My head tell me I don't want to lose any match. Even just one match. I don't want to give the opponent any chance.
Boss energy. Boss energy, baby.
And you didn't give him any chance, indeed. You are the winner of Rawaland 2024. Rawaland 2025. If you come back and Happy comes back, do you beat Happy?
If Happy back, I must be back because I love to play with the top 1 in the world. I love challenge the stronger player.
That's the challenge, baby.
So if have the back, I will be back.
He enjoys the audience as well, you can tell. He loves firing them up.
Your perfect champion, 42.
Lass mal laufen.
40. He did so well, man. He played so well. What a fucking gangster. 40. So good. So good. We need to get Happy back. We need to get motherfucking Happy against 40 next time. 40 Happy grand finals, baby. Oh! It's gonna be the best day of my motherfucking life. That's how our beautiful tournament ended.
And this beautiful vicinity venue where I think everybody over the last
Sick also, oops, wait, that's the wrong slide. Whoops, I wanted to show this one. Sick support as well, by the way. We had more than $13,000 coming in from the supporters. Absolutely amazing. Making Rowerland 2025 a possibility. It hasn't been announced yet. It's not a certainty yet, I guess, but the support has been amazing, and I think chances aren't looking bad. I think chances aren't looking too bad. And yeah, that's how Rowerland 2024 came to a close. And I think also that's how I'm gonna wrap up the stream tonight. Only short stream tonight, guys. Sorry, I can't go too long. I am so motherfucking tired. But yeah, we want to have a little bit of a encore today. Thank you also very much for tuning in over the weekend, and for everyone who was there. I hope you had a good time. I had a great time, certainly. And hopefully to many, many more. Yeah, I'll see you around. If you guys want to talk or have some questions, Discord, you can hit me up. Other than that, we're gonna have the stream, obviously. What is coming up, by the way? I have no idea what we got, like, stream-wise the next few days. Is there something happening tomorrow? We got the Xiao Mao Cup tomorrow. Oh, okay. And then, oh shit, WAL Finals is starting on Wednesday already. Oh shit. Oh man, look at that. We got lots of shit coming. I'm definitely going to do Xiao Mao Cup tomorrow. And then WL Season Finals, also going to be sick. We're going to stream that as well. Going to be me and Neo doing that. Noisy, noisy. Yeah. Bro, when vacation? My vacation is 3 weeks away. I'm leaving on August. Wait, what day is it? August 30th. I'm going on vacation actually for 2.5 weeks. But yeah, until then, we're gonna keep on grinding, baby. Gonna keep on gaming, and we're gonna keep on rocking. And now I'm gonna go off and I'm gonna pass the fuck out. I am extremely tired. But thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you had a good time. I'll see you here in the week with more streams. And good night, goodbye, goodbye. Take care.